Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shores of Sorrows, Sapphira's Legend. I'm your captain, Captain Wilcock. And I believe our ship's crew are down below, back sleeping in the berths. Let me just, Hey Alexa, do you mind setting off the steam horn? Fair enough.
I'm awake. What? Wake up.
Alexa, reduce volume by 50%.
Evil commands to you.
Alexa, the new male version of that other app we don't talk about.
Oh god.
Amy can control anything. All you have to do is take this plaque and attach it to what you want them to
I
control.
hate to admit I've been sitting on that joke for months. But anyway.
I even said it.
I can believe it. I can so believe it.
Take
I'm
it so
sorry.
long.
It's almost as flat as that. Oh, that's where the plaque went.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot noose, sir.
My eyes! I don't have any! My face!
Our,
Commit the semi-L shape of introductions, aka.
all right, we're gonna start off with
Here first.
yes, our sea witch. Hold on, stop. I forgot to unmute you guys. Wrong bet.
Oh.
Let's start this again.
Oh,
joke's for me.
that's my joke. Oh well.
All right, well we can. Yeah.
You scarred Alexo permanently.
We
But
definitely did a scar Alexa permanently, but we won't talk about that now. All right, let's start with our introductions. Go ahead, Bernice.
yes, go Bernira.
Hey guys, it's Mag. I'm back. Yes, I know I missed a couple of games. I know I wasn't here. I'm sorry. The life stuff took a turn. But I'm back to play Bernera, your favorite sea queen, and all that. So I'll pass off introductions to that weird thing that controls the ship over there.
Ooh. Me already? No, it would be Magdi next because I'm the DM.
Well, yes. Hi, I am your
Yes.
wonderful fighter, uh, cleric, priestess of the sky and all that stuff. Magdi. And I have been on a trip. I think it was magic mushrooms.
My favorite type of trip.
Don't blame you.
Are you sure it wasn't the
Ow.
tea you just drank that Britlin handed you? It might have been laced with those things.
I would never do such things. I would do such things. Alexo! I gotta get out of here. Get back here!
As they both run off into the sunset. I love it. I have Magdi is played by me, Trisha Welsh. I hope you all are happy and safe, and I will pass it.
This
Wait,
way.
what's that thing slithering across the deck?
Oh.
This way. Yeah.
That would be the ship's navigator.
Ostrom, what on earth are you doing on the floor?
Ostrom, the ship's navigator, who is not a snack person.
Are you sure about that?
Hold on.
When I hear the word snick, all I can imagine is,
Snake.
those tiny little snakes.
Snake!
Snake! Oh, it's a snake!
Played by me, who is Pi 3, also known as Chris. And I will pass it up to the captain.
Yeah.
All right, hello. I am Captain Wilcock, aka RT Studios, aka PKN USA, whatever you want to call me. I am your very short, stubby halfling, who has a very what is that? Is that shiny?
No,
Hey,
no,
hey, hey,
Captain,
hey, don't-
Captain,
hey,
hey,
come
hey,
back
hey,
here.
don't get distracted.
Yes. Sorry.
Come back here.
All right.
Come back here.
Yep.
Got it, Captain.
I'm
Later.
slightly distracted by shiny things.
I'm pretty sure I could put a gold coin on a stick, like on a string like this, and put it on his head. Behold, my contraption.
Gold-powered captain.
Yes.
Just gonna
all
fix
right,
it to his
well,
head, and
Yeah. While we contemplate being doggy trained with gold, I believe there's a man with a story to tell and a bucket on his head.
oh, hello, it's me, Britlin, and other characters. But of course, in this game, I'm controlled by Gearbox. Hello, and I'm the DM, and I got dastardly plans for all of you.
Uh-oh. No! Watch out for the dastardly plans! They're so dastardly!
Just turns the ship hard to the left.
It's time for some tomfoolery.
Crashes into a wall.
What?
Damn it!
Ow!
No, no. The ship has been tied down to a set of railroad tracks. And there's a train coming.
Well, this is how I die.
What?
This is not the worst thing. This is cartoon
Alright.
logic now.
Yes, very much cartoon
Going
logic.
back to that.
Is the boat screaming for help?
Yes! Help me,
But,
help me, save me!
help me, help me. But anyways,
Oh
are we
gosh,
gonna
I'm
do
sorry
the-
guys, I had
It's
to.
floundering and flapping on the deck like a fish.
But recap now or recap later?
That is up to you, Mr.
That is up
Brooklyn.
to you, my dear.
Let's do. Let's do recap now, so we can get right to the game after the intro. Recap.
Alright.
Okay, who's gonna read the recap? I could, but that's because it's my own writing. Slightly edited.
Have Alexa read it.
yeah.
Why
Alexa.
me? Why'd I have to do it? Because you barely do anything.
Alexa,
Okay,
read
fine.
this.
Okay, fine. Shores of Sorrows. What is that? Season 1, episode 19. 19. The golden
Episode
touch.
19 already? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
golden
missed some
touch.
shit.
That's a weird episode. That's a weird episode name. Last time on Shores, our heroes looked closer at the carvings and saw some differences from them and the carvings. What carvings? We'll tell you later. And behind them, they got to look at something. That's weirdly ominous. After that, they went to find the other puzzles and found the Pond of Truths. After some debate, a player went in and seen some sad, scary things and 2 paths for their future, and learned that they would need to gather these star eyes for Z to try to get the good path. Now, with 2 more puzzles down and 1 more to go, before the vault is open, what will they find? Let's find out this time on Shores of Sorrows.
Did we ever give Z his other eye back?
Yeah, he got his eye back.
Yep.
Okay, good, because Rhaenyra kind of stole that from you.
He kind of
Oh,
stole it
yes.
silently.
Yes.
Well, that's right. We don't have an introduction for this show, do we?
No, we do. We'll be right
Oh,
back after
that's
the
right.
opening intro. Stay tuned, folks.
We're back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Shores of Sorrows, Superior's Legend.
Jesus.
I'm your captain, Captain Wilcock, and I believe I am not telling this story. Alexo, or Britlin, whoever.
Why am I DMing it? Hand it to this guy. Oh, okay, I'm here.
Hey, look, Alexo could DM this, but I don't think that's in his contract.
It's not.
He just starts scribbling on
But,
the plaque. It's now in your contract.
No. But Jesus, if I do that voice anymore, I'm gonna die. But anyways, where were we? Oh yes, 2 puzzles down. Probably feeling very good. Captain walked off. Z asked him a question. He said a thing.
Oh yeah, I was cooking on the ship, so
Yeah, you're going to
Yep.
the ship.
I am on the ship already cooking because I'm taking a little bit of like a 5-minute or like a 5-minute jump ahead.
Where is the ship at right now? Is it still docked in the water?
Yeah, it's like in the little like river part from the pond. Well, not the pond, but like the lake. The lake goes into a river.
It's a
and
foresty kind of overgrown
Yeah,
mystical
yeah.
forest thing.
Yeah, and it's always night, and this is where you interact with some fish. That was pretty cool.
Your ely babies.
The little glowy eels. Maybe once again you'll say hi to them. But yeah, I'm not
Well,
fully
if
sure where you're
Rhaenyra
going.
is just waking up.
Like you, what? Like did you see the mural? I got tired and left, and went to bed.
The captain just kind of looks over the edge, like through the little porthole, and says, he's like holding a fish out of the porthole, and he says, "Rhaenyra, if you want some, it's here for you." It's like a half-cooked fish.
Just a normal fish. Whatever.
I would say she's laying on the surface of the water.
Just like on her back, looking up at.
Yeah, just looking up at the stars.
That is pretty.
The captain leans out through the porthole, like nearly getting his head stuck, and he says, "Rhaenyra, what are you? Oh, Rhaenyra, what are you doing down there?"
I'm just laying here, Captain, looking at the stars.
Okay, do you want something to eat? I mean, we haven't eaten in like, what, maybe 6 or 7 hours?
Honestly, I'm not hungry right now.
Suit yourself. He pokes his head back in and just, like, drops the fish into the water where the Megalodon kind of just snaps at it.
The Megalodon didn't come to the
Oh,
portal.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
It's back at that island with what's
He was
his
too
name?
scared.
Yeah, so he just drops the fish in the water and just kind of floats there dead. It's uncooked raw fish. Because I know you like that. Because you're a sea queen.
Like, there's probably some of those, like, glowy fish, and someone gets scared off by it. Captain once again scaring off the glowy fish.
She scoops the fish up and throws it onto shore out of the water. Just nonchalantly tosses it off out of the water. Magdie sees a fish whiz past her head. Just...
Like,
That's
literally across the dock.
Watch it!
Yeah, like, as I remember, Britlin, Magdie, and Astrum are still at the 4 stones.
Mhm.
Of
Magdie kind of wandered back to the ship. I'm just going to go check on Rhaenyra to make sure she's okay.
If you're
maybe
coming, I'm coming.
I'm going to just check and just this has been an experience. That pool of
Is
food,
he?
it was weird.
Z says if you need a rest, I recommend to take it.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to.
You smell the faint smell of cooked salmon or some kind of fish, maybe swordfish.
Well, Captain is cooking. Let's hope it ends up better than last time.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened last time.
They came in a little bit crispy.
Just a little bit. Captain, are they supposed to look like hockey pucks?
I didn't saute them. I blackened them.
Are they supposed to look like
That's
hockey
fair.
pucks, Captain?
That's fair.
The captain just kind of like shovels like a very black looking fish onto your plate, It's a little chart on one end.
Oh, come on.
It's the
Just
fish
value.
head. The fish head. He
Mm.
says, unfortunately, we don't have enough coals left, so I had to burn. You just see a pile of like weird, like glowy mushroom twigs lying next to the
Nice.
Okay, that's fair. That is
Is it-
fair.
Z is just chilling, like on like the dock, looking at the ship, and also kind of looking at Bernier. He's just kind of chilling. He's not on the ship though. He's just chilling outside the ship. Who's outside the ship at the moment?
Well, Bernier is in the water outside the ship.
Yeah, and Magdai has kind of walked up to the ship and seen. But which side of the ship are you on? Are you on the one closest to the shore or on the other side?
port or
He
starboard.
is. He's probably on port side.
It's like underneath the dock, just a little bit.
Yeah, her tail end is underneath the dock.
All right. My character will come up to the dock, sit down, and kind of. How tall is the dock?
It depends on how low the water level is.
Oh, that's true too.
It's a lake, so yeah. It's
The
close
reason
to
I'm
shore,
asking is
so,
my
yeah.
character is 7 foot tall.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She is tall.
You're a tall, I'm a small. Yes.
Yep. And so when she sits down, her feet is probably going to drag in the water. That was the reason why I was asking how tall the dock was, or
The dock is okay. When you sit down, it definitely your feet are submerged.
yeah, I kind of figured that.
It is tall enough though, where like it's not like your entire leg; it's just like up to your ankles.
Yeah, that's fine.
My ankles are.
My character just kind of sits down and starts, very quietly moving her feet very, very carefully and quietly.
I think Osterom will wander back to the ship at this point too. He'll probably
Yeah.
tag along.
Britlin is just kind of vibing. He just kind of sits on a barrel on top of the ship, like, well, this is a good break.
Just
Break.
Captain walks up the deck and hands you a tiny little china
What?
teacup with a little bit of herbal tea in it.
Who? To me?
No, to
Britlin.
Britlin.
Ah,
He goes,
okay.
He said, "We've just run out. Just letting you know."
oh, blasted! I'm gonna have to run off my emergency supplies. Just says, "Was like taking."
Captain sits down on a
Going
barrel.
going into that pool of truth, just that was a really weird experience. Just, I mean, seeing all of you not be living because of your actions, just.
Probably would be traumatic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it is traumatic.
But hey, we're alive and we could do something about it.
Good point.
The captain is just kind of like listening to this, like chewing on his like on a piece of celery in his mouth, and he's flipping what looks like a gold coin in his hand, just constantly leaning up against one of the cannons on the ship.
Okay, everyone that's outside at the moment, please roll a perception for me.
All right. Oop,
Something that Bernier is actually good at.
I have closed up my character sheet. Good job, me.
Yay!
I rolled a total of 15 thanks to my +3.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 as well.
Okay.
Captain rolled a 15 as well.
Damn.
Wow.
Dirty 15.
Hang on. Oh yeah, this is going to be. Magdai had a 10.
Oof. Everyone that rolled a 15, you all get the feeling you're being watched. Not by Z. You guys look at Z. He's just kind of sitting there. But for Magdai, you rolled too low. You don't notice much of anything, but you do notice everyone else looks a little uneased.
Okay.
You all feel like something is staring at you. You're not sure where, but you feel like you're being stared at. Like it's almost like a cold stare.
The captain pipes up and says, anyone have that he's still tossing the coin in his hand. He says, does anyone have that odd feeling like we're being watched?
Wait, we're being watched? Says MacDie as she suddenly raises up her head.
I
Where?
don't know where, but I just have this odd feeling.
I get the feeling too, Captain. Someone who doesn't like us is watching us right now.
Ostrom's gonna get back on the ship, and then he's gonna attempt to like hide behind the mast or something. He's gonna get into ambush position.
Where you're gonna try and roll to hide.
Stealth check.
Stealth, I guess. He doesn't.
Drawing.
Considering I don't know who I'm hiding from, I mean that might be a disadvantage.
Yeah, you're rolling at a horrible disadvantage.
He's just doing his instincts. He's just gonna hide.
Rhaenyra's gonna,
Technically, yeah.
Rhaenyra's gonna submerge herself into the water.
As you submerge, you
Yeah,
feel
keep going.
watched.
There's a reason she's submerging.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 on my hide, so not great.
It wouldn't be good for her to do this above water because it might freak everybody out because she's already done it once and it kind of freaked one of yins out.
Yeah, so here's the thing that I will say after
hang on. Magdie is going to continue to sit on the dock and just kind of quietly, she's quietly singing to herself.
Like everyone's acting a little paranoid and you're just sitting there vibing.
Hey, whatever's coming, whoever's watching is going to see a humongous fur bog, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. Enjoying herself because, she's sitting at a dock very quietly swishing her feet in the water.
As you're vibing, even if you didn't roll a good perception, you still start feeling this slight cold feeling as well.
Mm-hmm. I kind of figured.
It's very light because, you don't notice it too hard and you're kind of voiding it out, but you still kind of feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Captain, what are you doing?
The captain's
in the reaction
still
of this
tossing his
cold feeling.
coin, and he looks over at the he's still leaning up against the cannon. He's looking over at the just the part of the the sideboard of the ship's over the edge into the water. He notices that I'm gonna add a little bit of flair to your description of the cold. There's a little bit of frost, morning dew frost, kind of forming on the edge of the woodwork or the steel.
Like that is taking a little literal to a cold stare, but yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Just
taking a little literal.
A little more ominous.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yep.
Like it's completely a deflection of what this place usually feels like before now.
The captain looks at the cold kind of forming and he says, anyone feel like the temperature's dropped a couple degrees?
Well, I don't really feel much of, I don't really have skin, so it's kind of hard to tell. That's weird. He says we're looking at the frost.
At this point, Magdie, can you roll me a... Yeah, Magdie, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw since you're going to be affected by this?
Oh, certainly. That is a 19.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
You notice that the water around the dock start to rise very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And you manage to roll out of the way as the water kind of rises up and slaps the dock.
Okay.
Rhaenyra has now stepped out of the surface and she is a lot bigger.
Oh,
she's
damn,
changed her size.
Bernard, why did you do this again? What are you looking for? So
she doesn't say anything because she has risen to, she has transformed herself into her 20-foot tall self. Which, as a sea queen, she can do that, but she can only do it every so often. Because it drains her strength when she does this.
Yeah. The true question is, what are you going to do in this form?
Let's see here.
You also must remember that your abilities are suppressed in this plane as you're further away from
Yeah,
the
but
main
shape
ability.
shifting size is it's just
Yeah.
changing my size.
Yeah, it's
I'm
more
not using any
simple.
powers to do this.
Yeah.
It's just part of her
Yeah.
nature.
It is more simple. I'm just reminding you. A friendly reminder.
Everyone that's on the ship and whatnot, I think Z even needs to do this as well.
Mhm.
Roll a dexterity saving throw because Brittany is going to do something she's never done before.
Okay.
All right.
25.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Osteron rolled a 1.
Astro, this is probably going to hurt him a lot.
Okay, let me go ahead and get Britlin now because I forgot to get his sheet fully out. There we go. Dex saving throw. He can do this. I believe in him.
Magda, are you going to roll yours?
What do you want me to roll?
A dexterity saving throw.
I no longer believe in him. He rolled a 13.
Oh, out. Yeah.
Dexterity is not Magdie's strong suit.
Maybe you'll get a dirty 20.
And even Z fails this one with a 13.
Well, I got a 17, so.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
Thank you.
Brunira unleashes a booming, thunderous voice because she's so big.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Whoever you are watching us, I suggest you make yourself known.
You feel the cold stare grow colder.
Ice now starts to form on the hull.
Okay, the cold stare, Baghdad definitely feels this. Is it behind her?
It's well, you're gonna have to roll a
Let me roll a perception because
you're gonna roll perception to figure out where it is because right now it feels like everywhere. I don't know why, but I'm actually chanting for your success.
Well, that's a 13.
Nah, you can't fully pinpoint it. Not really at all. You attempt to. Well, you know, it may be somewhere towards the lake, but that's rough direction.
Magdi will stand up to her full height. Intimidation's also not her strong suit, but she's going to attempt to be intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to say, "I would answer the Sea Queen if I were you." I'm going to roll my intimidation.
Oh god. Mm-hmm.
Roll. Oh god, nope. That was a 4. Her voice quivers.
You quiver.
Yeah, it didn't work.
The cold stare increases a little more.
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's the
figured.
chilly. Maybe it's the cold, chilly stare.
True.
Brunera is going to roll her intimidation.
Thank you.
Oh wow, I rolled a really low number. Holy shit.
Damn, what do you roll?
I think that's a 6.
Oof.
Or is that a 9? I can't tell.
You attempt.
Hold on. Is it? How do you tell which number is which? Is it the line under the?
Oh, the line is the bottom. So.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 then. And 6 plus 4 is 10.
Yeah, you don't get it, sadly. You attempt to. As you're doing your normal booming voice, your booming voice sounds exactly the same, but all of a sudden you get a brief flash of something, like a vision. It's like
what do I see?
It seems to be your large throne, but something is sitting in it, and it's not you.
Of course, it's not Bernera.
It's that large throne you know, of course, remember, but something is sitting in it, and you can't make out its pose. It's all too blurry, but it's enough to make you stop dead in your words.
Is this a vision of the darkness trying to take my throne back? Or is this something else?
I'm not gonna tell you. That would ruin the surprise if there is any surprise.
Is this something else? You can just say it might be.
It
might
could
be as vague.
It could be anything. It maybe is one of your theories. It could be completely outside your theories. You have no idea. You could take it as you will. Like you're about to command this thing, and this vision just pauses you.
Well, that's certainly disturbing.
At this
Britland,
point, the captain has stopped tossing his coin and is holding it tightly.
Britland looks around the ship and sees that the base of the ship is slightly getting frozen. That can't be good.
No, it can't.
We need to find the source of this thing and chase it off. Z, no one has checked on Z. Z has not said anything.
And chase it off. Chase it off with what? Our good looks?
Don't know.
Bernira turns to Z and she reaches down and she basically just grabs him by the scruff of his robe and hoists him up. You want to say something?
You look at
Z?
before you even pick up Z. You see he's no longer standing. He's like on his knees. And as you pick him up, you see his glowing like star eye, but it's flickering rapidly.
Z, talk to me. What's going on?
Roll perception.
Again with perception.
It was a
Again
lot
with
of perception.
perception.
Oh, okay, I'll take that. A
Mhm.
dirty 20. I rolled
Nice.
a 17 plus
You
3.
look immediately and you realize the eye's not flickering. There's something going over the eye every now and then. Just his, face is practically pitch blackness. You can't see it very well. You look closer and you see there's black tendrils all around, wrapping around his face. And you can actually see, it seems like there's like a line of black tendrils coming off of him on a closer inspection. You want to look where you're going to have to trail where those are coming from.
He's going to follow the line of tendrils.
You look and you see a glint where the tendrils go. Something's shining back, and it's over at the lake.
Well, that is most certainly a problem. Everyone, battle stations. We've got a problem.
The captain, pockets his coin. The skeletons are now on deck, and they start ringing the bell incessantly.
Oh dear. Alexa goes, hey, don't ring it that much, you're gonna dent it!
SRM is going to untangle himself from ropes because I feel like for his
He jumped into a pile of ropes.
he got all
Yep,
he got all
yep.
I was gonna say
He
you were
put-
hiding behind a skeleton in the skeleton's rib cage, but that would
She-
be even funnier.
She drops Z on the deck of the ship.
What happened?
The captain just looks over you and says, "See, I think something is making you sick."
He doesn't
Or-
respond. He's just limp on the floor.
See?
He's limp.
Well, he's limp. You see some star parts of his body still, but again, these tendrils are moving around him, and
The captain
Right.
approaches
Something.
carefully.
Magda is going to place herself between Z and whatever's going to be coming.
you do see the line of tendrils coming off of him. They're very, very faint as you get closer. And you could try to stand in them, or you can try and destroy them.
Well, I bend down and what do I roll in order to find out what these tendrils are?
That would probably maybe be investigation, because that takes a little more pressing than just using your eyes.
Which, yeah, this is not her strong suit.
Good luck.
Thank you. 13.
You got a what?
13.
You try and inspect around and figure it out, but you can't figure much anything else than tendrils. And as you get close to them and maybe even touch one, you get a flicker, a vision in your head.
Yeah, kind of figured.
You see that. Remember that mural and what was behind the mural? Well,
Yeah.
behind you guys when you walked into that room,
Mhm.
the eyes and the tendrils.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's all that flickers in your mind when you touch them.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
This is getting intense, boys.
It is.
Did you figure anything out?
I did. You remember that mural or what was behind it? The eyes?
That thing?
I believe that's what's looking down upon us.
That thing creeped me out just being an inanimate thing.
It's no longer inanimate.
Ugh.
She stands back up and yes, at this point she is going to try. First of all, she's going to try to take the tendrils off of Z.
I'm gonna give you options. You can either use strength or you can attempt to use magic. Okay,
I am going to use strength, my dear, because that is I am built for that, dear.
Okay, roll strength.
Am I rolling it just a strength check, or what am I doing?
Strength. Just roll your strength check with your modifier and all that stuff, all that good stuff. You're just trying to pull these tendrils off of him, or the
I got
source
it.
of the tendrils off.
That's a 15.
You desperately grab them and start yanking as hard as you can,
Mm-hmm.
and as
Does
you
it work?
desperately can, kind of works at first, you think, but none of them are snapping, no matter how much strength you put it behind it.
The captain.
You actually realize some of them are starting to
Man.
travel up your hands.
Just fuck up
The captain's
Get
gonna rush
off
over
of him.
with a blade and start hacking away at the.
Okay, or
tendrils.
roll to attack it. You're not gonna miss it. Just roll your blunt attack
Weapon
for it.
attack.
Roll strength.
He swings and I rolled.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
You go for a great swing. You hit the tentacles. It stops dead in its tracks, and you hear a loud as you continue with the swing. But you look, and you're just holding a handle now. And you look, and
The
there's
other
just your
yeah,
blades stuck
the-
in the tendrils.
The captain's like, well, that's not great. He motions to the skeletons and he says, "Get the fireballs." To Alexo's chagrin, he's gonna try and set this thing on fire.
Don't set.
I don't think anybody has noticed what Brunira is doing.
Yeah, what are
Not
you
yet.
doing?
Yeah, not yet, but
What is your your absolute batshit crazy plan this time?
Brunira is walking back into the water.
Oh,
I kind of figured that that's what Bernera was doing. It's kind of the reason why Magdite did what she did.
And she has, well, unfortunately, she submerged herself again, and you see the ripple of the water of her just basically taking off. Like you know how in some movies where the mermaid will swim off and it leaves that wave behind at the surface.
Yep.
Yeah, you see one of those, only it's a lot larger.
Oh, lovely.
She's going off toward the glint that she saw.
okay. Anyone else want to do something before she gets to her destination? Because it's not a very big
Yeah.
lake.
Now,
right?
is there a tentacle around? Who is it?
It's around Z.
Z has multiple tentacles around him.
I'll go and attack one of the tentacles. Try to free him.
Okay. Roll as you can.
I'll use one of my daggers. I think.
Okay.
To saw it off.
Captain's just
Okay.
looking at you with the dagger and he says, "If the sword didn't work, I don't think that's gonna work either. But you're welcome to try."
Yeah, I only rolled an 11.
You attempt to. You don't fail as hard. You try to, but then one of the tentacles slaps your dagger away. And also,
I'll stagger back a little bit then.
Captain
Brilton
says,
is also attempting the
"Where's
pull,
the
but he
fire,
fails.
boys?"
Okay,
like
back to Berneo before Captain sets the ship on fire.
you said it's not a very big lake, right?
Yeah, the river is very tight. It's hard for you to move because it's not a very big river, and you get to the lake pretty quickly because you weren't that far away to start with. You actually almost hit your head on the end of the lake. How fast you're moving.
So where's this glinting object that has the tentacles coming out of it?
It seems to be. You will have to stick your head out of the water to see.
Sea surfaces.
It doesn't take very long for you to notice it, as you're already kind of on its case. You see these tendrils and stuff coming out of the vault door, like through the cracks, all coming up to this point where you see a large glinting thing that reminds you of one of Z's eyes looking down at you.
Oh.
And the cold stare gets only worse.
So you're the cause of the problem.
You're gonna try and do anything sly? I really shouldn't give you the chance to do anything sly, but I will.
No, she's not gonna do anything sly. She's gonna be blunt.
Okay.
Blunt as heck.
She's very blunt as heck. Now, with her being 20 foot tall, she should be at the same eye level that the eyeball is, right?
Yeah,
It is
high
a fairly
up.
big door.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a little higher than doors. Wow. So you're gonna try and grab the eye.
She's gonna rip the eye out of the door. By
You go-
force.
You go for a grab. Roll for me, please. You're gonna have to roll me a strength. 'Cause
Yeah.
even if you do land a grab on this thing,
Oh! 22.
you grab this thing with extreme force before it can even zip back. The tendrils strangle in your, go move around your grip, and to your surprise, even with this great grip you have, your hands are moving along with it. It's like it is actually managing to kind of force your arm along as it's trying to escape. But it
Oh
can't
no,
get
you
itself
don't.
through.
She starts pulling backwards towards the water. Like this, like the sound like tendons tearing.
You start trying to pull, and you see some of the tentacles. You don't see them break, but you see some let go, like they're giving up. It's slithering back into the door. But as you are, you see the eye you're trying to get, obviously, slowly start dimming as it gets wrapped in tentacles.
Nope. We're not having that nonsense. Come out of there.
So what you gonna try?
She's gonna continue pulling until the eye pops out.
You keep trying and trying, but the eye only gets dimmer and dimmer. Until eventually, the tentacles are fully wrapped it, and you don't see its shine anymore. You're gonna keep pulling?
She's gonna shove it back in.
What you gonna do?
She's gonna shove the eye back in the door.
You let go of it or push it in, and it just slithers into the door. And you see the tentacles actually let go of what they were holding, but it seems to be nothing. It seems to be like they were holding a stone. Was this a diversion? As you see the tentacles slither back into the vault, you get another brief vision flash. This
Okay,
time, it's of your kingdom. It seems to be of you leaving the kingdom. But the kingdom seems to be slowly wrapped in some sort of darkness. But it's not enough time for you to really realize what's going on until the flash ends.
That's a vision of the past. I already know about that.
While you're looking at the vault, it still seems to be locked. And also, back at
Did the tentacles let go of Z?
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Back at the crew, the tentacles disappear as Z shoots up. What happened?
Are you okay, Z?
I'm not sure. Everything went dark for a second.
Okay, she is now going to roll a medicine check on Z to make
Okay.
sure that he is fine.
Roll.
Rolling an 8. Dang it.
You don't even like take an effort to remove his like cloak or anything. You just look at him. He's fine.
He's fine.
I'm not sure if he's fine, but okay, if you say so.
The captain looks at one of the skeletons who hands him a fireball.
You're too slow. Throw it into the water. But like, yeah, Z's just like, what happened?
It appears you were possessed by something or someone.
Well,
You were covered in purple tentacles.
though they were pure black, not purple.
Okay, you were covered in black tentacles. Purple, black, it kind of doesn't matter at this point.
They're both dark colors.
Yeah, they're both dark colors.
That's alarming.
And I think Bernira did something. She went off that way and
Well, everyone can see her from here because again, it's not that far away.
mhm.
The captain turns and looks in the direction of Bernira. Does he
Where
see
they are?
anything?
Come back over there. Britland shouts.
She can't really hear you because she's focused on the door.
I think
Lisa.
let's go to her.
Well, yeah, we should hurry on our way now. It seems like a break maybe we've been too long, Z says, a little shaken.
Yeah, I know.
The captain
All right.
hands
No.
the fireballs back to the skeleton and says, "Put these back, please." The skeleton just looks at him like, "But do you need them, sir? Put them back."
Z starts walking over to the door.
As Z is walking over to the door, he sees Brunera put her gigantic hand, on the door. Maybe this will loosen your grip. She's going to cast Shatter.
Do
Of
it.
course she is.
Great way to destroy the map.
Do it, I dare you.
I've
I'm
gotta
facing the
use
danger head on.
I've got to use the dice roller for this. So what's
Okay.
my spell
Oh,
modifier? Okay.
no.
Yep.
Careful, folks. Let's not break the fourth wall.
Who says this
Oh,
is the fourth wall?
She's gonna break a wall at something. Uh, 21.
So you're gonna shatter it?
She's gonna use Shatter on the.
You outstretch your hand, and Z sees what you're about to do, and he he does a little bit of that very like few minute future sense. It goes, "Wait, Bernira, don't!" Before you fire it. You fire it. Smoke and dust goes everywhere. You can't even see what you're aiming at. You hear
Oh, she was
crumbling.
touching the door. She was touching
Yeah.
the door.
You're crumbling and all this stuff. But when the dust clears, the door remains. You do see rubble, but you see the rubble going back to place, like it's being reversed. And then you hear Z sigh.
What happened? Bernira, what did you do?
I attempted to blast the door open, but it reversed itself through time.
It is under a protection, Bernira, Z says.
We still need to figure out 2 more puzzles before we can get through that door.
One more, specifically, Z says.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
one more outside at least. I barely remember what's behind the vault at this point.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. My mom keeps walking by saying things really loud, and I keep muting desperately.
All right.
Hmm.
Let's figure
No.
out the puzzles so that we can get through the door.
The last puzzle's this way. Z
All right.
points. It should be as easy as activating it. There should be nothing really.
Rhaenyra is gonna follow Z.
Okay. Are you going to shrink, Bernira?
No, actually, she's not.
Okay.
Not right
then.
now, at least. Not until it's necessary.
Okay,
Z-
that's fair. That's fair.
Everyone gets there, and let me look at the map. Yeah, you guys see this large little structure. You guys seen a few times. It has a little praying statue on top, and it has a hole in the center.
Hmm.
But right on the start, looks like something is missing. Well, that can't be good, Z says while sighing.
What's not good?
A vital piece of this is missing.
What's missing?
He points to the hole in the middle. There was supposed to be an artifact in the middle.
Well, what's the artifact? Do we know?
It's just imagine it as a sphere. That's the same color as one of these. Points at one of like the painted pink markings that's on
Okay.
the structure. Same color as this, and it's a sphere.
Okay.
Well, I guess we have to
Rhaenyra-
look for it.
Rhaenyra does the iconic like thumb and finger on the chin pose.
Damn. That's
She's
a lot.
just staring at the statue with the missing artifact. She is gonna roll an investigation,
Okay.
Okay.
even though my investigation sucks.
Roll it. Roll it.
I rolled a 13 total.
Damn. You look and you say, yes, it's missing a thing.
Yes, this is a statue. Yes.
It's a
Very much so.
very nice
Yes.
statue. Like you're like looking over it, like this is a really nice carving. Like you're touching it and all that.
The
This is
statue
really
is made of statue.
The floor is made of floor.
Okay.
Nice.
What was it that you just rolled for? I am so sorry. My brain.
Investigation.
Investigation. Oh
Yeah.
God. Investigation is not Magdie's strong suit.
You have a stronger investigation than I do. I only have a +1.
I don't have an investigation. I have a +0.
Oh wow.
The captain's investigation is a +3, so if he wants to try it, he can. Because
Please.
Please.
Captain, give it a go. Give it a go, Captain. Give it a go.
19.
Ooh.
You look around pretty quick and you notice, yeah, it's missing. But you look on the ground and notice in front of one of the sides of it are these little footsteps going up to it and away from it.
Looks like someone snatched our artifact. He points towards the glowing footsteps.
Wait.
You can
What?
follow the footsteps.
Yes, he's gonna follow them, kind of like with the magnifying glass, kind of looking, following closely as he's walking forward.
You follow it until you see this stone-like lid, like almost like imagine a manhole but made of stone. And the footsteps stop there.
He says, pointing to the manhole or the cover. He says, "Unfortunately, I am not strong enough to properly lift this, but Magdai, if you could lend me a hand."
Yes, I will lend you a paw.
You're gonna try and pick it up.
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
What am I rolling?
Roll strength.
Roll strength. Okay.
Come on, big number, big number, big number.
Big number.
Excuse me.
And also you could look further, but everyone's focusing on the stone and not anything else around it.
Well, if she can't pick this up, then she'll look some more. That is a 21.
You go to pick it up, and you actually pick it up pretty well. Well, attempt to. I say attempt to because it's no effort at all.
No.
Until as you're picking up and you see the darkness and basically something pushes your hand off. You see a
Oh
tiny
no!
little hand.
Well, that makes her hang on to this thing even more.
You hear an yeah, as like you see this little hand trying to shoo you away.
No. Get out of
Go
there.
away!
No.
No, go away! No one, nothing here.
Die.
Nothing
Hold
else.
that
Yes.
lid open.
No.
And she actually lifts up the lid even further. Like
The
she's
light
7 foot tall. She
penetrate-
lifts it straight up.
The light starts penetrating in, and you see these little like glowing eyes looking at you with this like a little angry expression. Going, no,
Rhaenyra reaches down in the hole and grabs hold of the little thing with her big
no,
giant
hey,
hand and pulls it out.
no, you
No.
don't do
Put me down.
You pick up this little. It's like the best way to describe it. It's like a goblin kobold thing. It's like
Goblin kobold thing. Wow,
it's like a mixture because like
nice.
kobolds are taller than goblins, kind of, but
Mhm.
this is like a scrunched version.
It's a kobold.
That's
So you have the kobold. It's like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
let go. Eh."
No,
She
I'm
holds
not.
this thing up. Rhaenyra holds this thing up to her
Okay.
face, like it's very tiny, and she has it in her hand.
Hey, blah. Hey. Hey.
I believe you have something that belongs to us.
Me?
Return it now before I start crushing your innocent little body.
I would never have
As
things.
she slowly starts to squeeze.
Hey. Hey. No. Wait.
The artifact now.
Ah. Mm.
I'd lean over and I go, I would do as she says.
You mean pink ball?
Yes, the pink ball. Hand it over.
Pink ball shiny.
I don't care. Hand it over.
Magda holds out her hand. Pink ball here now.
Put me down. I get go pink ball.
If you don't, I will flood your little hole with water and drown you.
Okay.
She
I'll
just
drink it
drops
tomorrow.
him on the ground.
He scurries into his little hole, and you hear rummaging around. And you see some random stuff get thrown up, like you see a spoon get thrown out of the hole.
A random
see,
knife.
We see a cup that says, "I'm the best." What did we call them?
Goldbold.
I'm the best gobold ever.
And you
As
see
I
like
guess.
you see like a pot and a pan go flying. A bowling ball? How did he throw it so hard?
How did he get a bowling ball?
That's my question. How did he get a bowling ball?
A random bowling pin just goes flying out the other end.
You see a loot with thunder scars get thrown out, and bounce, and electricity booms as it hits the ground. What the hell? Who would hell have that? He pops out with this little pink ball in his hand. And goes, here. Now leave me alone. Give me lead.
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
She reaches into the jellyfish part of her very thin dress that she's wearing. She still has that part of her, and she pulls out a gem and drops it in his hole.
Thank you. Take pink ball. He says, "We're putting it down outside," and then grabbing.
She
the stone wood.
slams the lid shut
Yeah.
on his little house.
Ah!
As it makes a loud thunk.
Thank you.
As you see, like
Now-
the stars with the dizzy symbol above, like the.
Let's return that artifact to the statue.
Oh yes, very well done. I'm glad that you and I could work together on that one.
I knew that not shrinking down would come in handy.
Oh, you certainly have the intimidation factor going on.
Well, you have the artifact. I see you met that thing.
I was going to ask, do you know of that thing?
They're around. They don't come around here as often as they used to, though.
Well,
And they apparently like to take shiny objects.
They
judging,
used to be actually pretty good traders. They have tunnels running through this whole place. It's just ever since my people disappeared, they just kind of got desperate.
well, I mean, if you think about it logically, what else are they supposed to do? the people that lived here were good for trade. Once the trade dried up because they're gone, they have no excuse but to leave.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
That's one of the last ones that remains, actually. I'm pretty sure one of the tunnels that leads all around is actually connected to that.
Well, perhaps when your people come back, trade will be resumed,
Yes.
and you'll prosper again.
That's what I hope. Either way, back to the statue, as he says, walking up to it.
Who's got the orb?
Magdai has it.
Well, Magdai, just shove it in, I think.
No, wait. Don't shove it in. Place it in carefully. Shoving it in could have disastrous consequences.
Oh, that's fair. Don't listen to me, listen to her. What she said.
I like that. What she said.
You're gonna put
All
it
right, Magdai, you're up. Again.
Me?
You're
Oh.
holding the orb.
Oh, that's right. I am holding the orb. I am so sorry. My brain was somewhere else. I must have been taking more of those magic mushrooms.
Let's get you off those magic mushrooms.
in? I did it again! Alexo!
What am I wrong like to put this object back into the?
Yeah,
Or
back
is
in
it,
the
or is it just me putting it back in?
You're
you-
gently putting it back
Yeah,
in
you're
the
just
slot
sliding
where
it
it
in.
belongs.
There's no difficulty.
She,
It's actually
she
real
looked
nice.
at, she looked at the golden orb and she just kind of goes,
It's pink.
plop. Pink orb, golden orb. It's an orb.
It's an orb.
Clink.
You put the orb in, and all of a sudden, a little energy goes around as it gets enclosed in a little bit. You still see it, just little like triangle things pop on the top and bottom of it, closing the little orb.
Okay.
And then you see pink yellow text appear in front of you on the structure. It
Okay.
pretty much says in the lines of pray with me. Pray your people's prayers.
Pray with me. Pray your people's prayers. She's reading this out as it comes up.
Hmm.
The captain looks
Well,
over at C and says, "Do your people have any kind of spiritual rituals?" Or
Do
anything
either of you? Because you're the only two people I know have people. He's looking between Magda and Bernier, obviously. Like, I know you two have.
Rhaenyra sits down at this because she's a little bit too tall to be bending over and looking at it.
Well, Magdai comes over.
May want to shrink.
She kneels, and yes, it does. Indeed, she does start praying the prayer of her people.
As you do, you see the orb slowly start glowing brighter.
Is she the only one praying though?
You could pray as well.
You have the option to.
Rhaenyra puts her hands together with her fingers splayed wide, and as she starts praying, she's sort of chanting at the same time, and this misty blue essence surrounds her.
Whoa. As you
Ooh.
do, the orb starts going brighter and brighter, and the statue slightly shifts. And Bertling goes, Bertling kind of looks between everybody. He goes, anyone else? No.
I'm not sure we want me to pray the prayers of my people.
The captain looks over and says,
Bertling thinks for a second, taps his foot, and his expression goes from thinking to confusion into just acceptance. Okay, I have an idea. He says, we're walking up to the other two in front of it with everyone, and he says something. He starts praying as well, but it's completely hard to tell what he's saying. As all of a sudden, the statue opens its eyes and it's glowing, and two large beacons shoot into the sky. And you hear a loud, very loud unlocking noise over in the distance of the vault, where the vault is.
I hear this. I end my prayer. I start to. I stand up. I think that has done it.
That was
We
weird.
can only hope.
Yeah, I know.
It seems that you have succeeded. I'll meet you at the vault. Z says while walking over. Seems a little tired now. Probably because of the experience you just went through.
Rhaenyra
But
stands up to her full height.
Oh. I keep
Sorry,
forgetting how tall you
Magpie.
are.
I don't mean to dwarf you.
Well, anyways, this way, Britton says kind of chipperly.
why are you so chipper, Britlin?
Don't know. It could be a slight nostalgic feeling. Haven't been here in a while.
Yeah,
Well,
Bridlin, you're gonna have to tell us about that once this is all over.
What? Me tell you things? I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
yes, you're
She
gonna
she
have
she
to.
she bends down at his eye level. If you don't, I will torture you.
Okay then.
The captain kind of like
I'll tell you later.
the captain runs between them, like trying to catch up, and he says, "Well, I guess we have other plans for this vault." As he runs ahead.
Oh no, Captain, please. Everyone runs to the vault eventually. The vault is slightly creaked open now. Well, oh, well, it's been an adventure, isn't it?
Yes, it has.
Don't say that like you're not coming with us, because you sure as hell are coming with us.
I
She
should have known you were gonna say that.
she shoves the door open with her with her
And
hands.
You do realize you are like you do look. It is a pretty big door, but as you look, the hallway does get smaller, and you're going to have to shrink.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
So she shrinks back down.
As you guys walk in, you're greeted with, of course, lit torches. And it kind of induces this warm feeling in the room. As you finally get to the last set of doors in front of you.
Hey,
Huh.
Then,
Brittlin,
care to explain?
what?
What are we going to find in here, Britlin?
I've never really been in the vault specifically. I was told
Z?
there's many of their possessions. It will hold the tool we're looking for. It also will hold some of my people's closest possessions. I'm not sure what I could offer you all in the vault that would be any use, but there are things you could all be interested in.
The captain looks at the
As you guys-
door.
As you guys are walking forward, because the door is a little bit away, you guys kind of one of you steps on something.
Oh,
You want to look?
The captain looks down.
It's a gold coin.
The captain looks in his pocket, pulls out his other gold coin.
It's there. As you
Don't,
look,
Captain.
you see there's actually more gold coins as it goes up to the door.
The captain
Don't.
starts following the gold coins, not picking them up, but just following, walking, kind of just like
Captain, Captain, what are you doing, buddy?
Captain, Captain.
Follow
Okay.
him.
Following.
the captain's now
As
like
if-
up against the door, just
Following.
kind of like trying to get his hand underneath the the door.
You do see that they do go under the door eventually, but the door seemingly is locked.
Captain's like up against the door, like like that.
Trying to
and
push against it.
He's like, "Come on, open!" It's like his feet are like making like tracks in the.
As you guys get to the end, you hear some sliding behind you, like sound of things moving. Britton looks behind. Oh, another thing.
What's behind us?
You look and you see what seems to be another puzzle. Of course. Seems to be a simple puzzle, though. You see a few things. You see a canvas, like a painting canvas,
Mm-hmm.
and a painting that seems to be being worked on,
Mm-hmm.
and a little paint scraper, some paintbrushes,
Okay.
and a weird little orb sitting on the little desk thing.
Okay.
You can't tell if
Hmm.
it looks finished or not. But there's some paints, a paint scraper, and that little weird orb thing. Z just kind of looks at it and goes, "Oh yes, I forgot we had an extra little defense.
Well,
What's up with you guys and puzzles?
Hmm.
I
Extra
guess
people are of bright of mind." Oh,
guess
fair.
I guess we're just that good at them. Magda is gonna look at the paints and the.
Yeah.
What is here
Um.
exactly? What's on the table?
You see.
Are there written words? What's going on? Sorry.
You do see a little plaque thing under the canvas saying a masterpiece, but that's all it says.
A
And
masterpiece?
you see 5 paints of different varying colors: the black,
Mhm.
yellow, orange, and blue.
While you're doing that, I'll be right back. I gotta go
Okay.
take care of something quick.
You
Okay.
see a paintbrush, just a single type of paintbrush,
Okay.
and a paint scraper that has some paint left on it. Not very much, but a little bit.
Okay.
And this weird orb thing on the other side.
Okay.
It radiates a very little bit of magic you can feel from just standing next to it. What is this supposed to mean?
I don't know. A masterpiece.
Like, you look on the painting, it looks pretty nice, but there's just a whole white part just on like the corner of it, like it's unfinished. You can take a closer inspection at this white part, or you could just do as you.
I am going to. Is it an investigation or is this a perception?
This probably would be an investigation, or no, a perception could also work just because you could look closer and shove your eyes.
She's going to look closer. I'm going to take the perception.
Yeah. Perception will not give as much of an accurate answer, but it will give you an answer.
That is a 19.
You look real close and you see, at first it looks like a part of the canvas,
Mm-hmm.
unfinished. But you look closer and you see it's actually paint. Like, the rest of the paint is also like has no bumps or anything. It's like perfectly put on. But
Right.
this white splotch is hastily painted on. You can see bumps, you can see lumps.
Mm-hmm.
It's imperfect.
She looks at it and goes, this, the thing says it's a masterpiece, but this over here, she points to the white swatch, it's not perfect. It's like someone painted it in a hurry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wonder if there's a way to remove it.
Well, I mean, we have a painter's knife here. There is a painter's knife.
Yeah, as you look at it, you realize the colors that are on it is like maybe there's a little bit of blue and yellow, but you see the prominent amount of it that's on it is white.
She will pick up the painter's thing and start taking off the white.
You slowly start scraping, and at first cautious of scraping the original paint.
Yes, because I mean, if it's a masterpiece, she doesn't want to hurt the paint that's underneath it.
As you remove, you're surprised to see the white paint is made in such a way where it almost perfectly comes off without damaging the original original painting. As you tear it off, you see a painting. It is really pretty, but it's hard to make out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be like a hill, and there's multiple people sitting there.
Okay.
There's a well-dressed person,
Uh-huh.
a rather tall person, maybe a little furry, I don't know, it's a little hairy,
Uh-huh.
and another person that's chilling near the water, actually, a
Mm-hmm.
more shorter person,
Mm-hmm.
and the list goes on of people. It's up to you to figure out what this is. But they all seem to be looking up at a really nice. can't tell if it's a sunset or a moon. It's kind of conflicting.
He is back.
Right. Okay.
Those little
She-
people in the image kind of look familiar, don't they? Bilton says.
Magdi will now actually pick up. Can she pick up the painting?
You do, and as you do, you hear a little click, and you see the wall slightly regress a little bit. A very similar shape to the canvas you're holding, actually.
I think I know what I need to do. She swings over and she puts the painting
As you put the painting in, you hear a loud
into the
click.
flat.
You hear a loud click, and the door slightly shifts as it slowly opens.
The captain scurries in.
When you look in, what you see is a lot of stuff. You see a lot of random treasures, but what mainly catches your attention is the random piles of gold every which way, especially the largest pile of gold in like the middle of the room.
The captain just charges at the pile and just
Oh,
jumps
Captain,
in.
Captain, Captain, catch Captain!
Magdi will take very large strides because she's big, he's small.
Yep.
And kind of very gently picks up the captain.
He's already like in mid dive.
Yeah, you catch him in the dive-in pose.
Yep.
Rhaenyra strodes in. Captain, remember, this is an unknown place. Disturbing anything in this room could have disastrous consequences to us all.
What the?
We're only
hear-
here for one thing, remember?
You see Z
captain.
walk over to one of the piles of gold. Yeah?
The captain kind of just like from dive position, he just kind of goes into like limp position, as you just feel the weight of coins in his pockets already.
Oh, no.
In his coat.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see that.
Yep.
But either way, you guys see Z looking over one of the piles of gold and going, "This doesn't make sense."
Why does this not make sense?
We had gold, yes, but we never had this much.
Okay.
We never had piles of it. Actually, it's strange because we had more things to put in this vault, but it seems a lot of them are either buried or removed from this room.
Well, we're only looking for a tool, aren't we?
Yes, I think the tool may be in the center of the room right there. That pile of gold is slightly in the way, but I think we can make our way around it.
Well, I've still got the captain underneath my arm right at the moment.
Would
She's
you
like squirming, like, let me at it, let me at it, let me at it.
would you like
Yeah.
to inspect the pile of gold, the giant pile in the center of the room?
Yes. Well, I've got a wriggling captain in my arms.
Yes.
Let me go. I'm investigating, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
You said that so deviously. Yes, you are.
You are.
That was
That
so
would be-
devious of you.
That would be a 6.
Oh yes.
I see gold.
You
I
just see gold. You see gold gems. You see a helmet in there. Here.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny. I'm gonna send you. It's time for you to set it up. It's a little bit spoiler for
Alright,
you, but
sure.
yeah, setting it up. Anyone else want to inspect the gold?
Rhaenyra is going to roll an investigation, and I hope I don't get a low roll because,
I'll do an investigation as well.
Ooh, I got a 19 total. Yay!
Ooh.
You look at the gold, and it looks all fine. You even see some sort of golden cannon sticking out. But as in closer inspection, you see a very familiar star-like glint looking at you from the pile of gold.
Oh,
And as you
hello
closely look,
there.
you start seeing. And as you make contact with it, it gives a bright flash where everyone can see it.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, the gold starts shifting.
Uh-oh.
oh,
Kenny has displayed, and I'm going to display it in a closer image on out of character chat.
ooh, cool.
And out of character
Wait,
chat, I'm
wait,
going to
wait,
send
wait.
what I have drawn. Behold!
Oh my lord.
And out of character chat, it's sending, but it doesn't want to send for some reason. Send!
Don't-
There it is. Behold what you see rise out of the pile of gold.
Wow.
Oh, dear.
Oh my crap.
And you hear a large echoey voice, not coming from it, but all around. And a large, very familiar voice to you, Magdi. You may have heard it in a black void with eyeballs. As you hear, once in a faraway kingdom, a king lived, the most richest of all. But he wanted more.
Of course he did.
And he found this item. And he was given a wish. And he wished for anything he touched to turn to gold. It seemed good at first, but everything he touched turned to gold. Even food. But before he starved, something took his hand and gave him leather gloves and said, "Serve me, and you can have all the riches you want." And the king stayed loyal ever since. Well, this is dramatic.
I think I know what story, at least part of that story, came from.
The captain is surprisingly stopped squirming and just like kind of like shaking now under your arm.
You hear the thing.
She looks at the thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because I rolled an intelligence check. I had a 16.
You figure it out.
Well, I hopefully I figured it out. She looks at the thing. King Midas?
The thing looks down at you with that starlight glint now placed within its eye.
Smart one, aren't you?
I've heard the story.
Impressive. Most have forgotten. But
Yes.
now, I must say, you've gone too far, and, well, my master does not want you meddling.
We need that tool.
The tool's the least of your worries.
No, it's the most of my worries.
If you stop now, maybe my master could give things to you of interest. No need to continue.
No, I think we need that tool. By the way, King Midas, how is your daughter?
You threw him for a loop.
Ah! Damn it!
Because I actually know the bit that you're pulling this from.
No!
You actually threw him for a loop. He's like,
Yes!
He had a
Don't
malfunction.
speak of her. My master has her in safety. No need for you to be concerned.
As her in safety, I'd rather doubt that.
I would be merciful, but you've already driven my patience.
Oh. I gently put down the captain. Captain, you might want to get into attack position. And she pulls out her longsword. She is standing directly in front of this thing.
The captain
Fine.
pulls out his flintlock.
Try as you might, you'll not win.
As it arms its cannon.
Z,
oh,
you want to
jeez.
tell me what this thing is?
Z is sitting there. And he stumbles back a little bit and goes, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay then. That makes a lot more sense. So I don't have to play nice.
I look at Bernera. Don't kill him. He
Don't
is suffering
kill
from
who?
greed.
I'm not
if-
going to kill him. I'm just going to make him hurt a lot.
It's a curse.
Trust me. I'm just going to make it hurt a lot.
Pause everything. Made me go mute. Oh, I was trying to hit my keybinds, but it was typing into Discord and I looked it up at the same time, so it caused voicemail to have a problem.
Okay.
So give it a minute.
She
on.
she lifts her trident and starts picking at the tip of one of the really sharp ends, kind of like getting like picking at little tiny flakes of dust that are on the end of it, just kind of just gently wiping the tip off with her fingers.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I wonder how sharp my trident really is.
Well, let's kick this thing's ass.
She kind of gives a one of those really evil grins with like the
Right.
lowered brows over the eye, like kind of like what the Joker would do to the Batman before he kills somebody. That really greedy grin. Yeah, she's doing that right now.
Magdai, even though she's getting in combat range of this thing, she's also looking around the room to see if there's any other way out of here, or...
You don't see another way out of here, but you see some extra things you never noticed before. You see, for one, this room actually has large gaps in it.
Okay.
And you, for one, notice what seems to be multiple, like two strong stone bridges, but you see one really weak bridge made of planks that looks like any extra weight would cause it to collapse. You also see what seems to be a large log of some type with some, carvings on it hanged up from the, rafters. Seems like if you knock it down, it may swing around a little bit as it's attached to ropes. As much as you see from first glance.
Yeah. What? Shall we get into this particular battle?
You think you can defeat me? You must know my lord did more than just give me these gloves.
As he points his cannon to one of you guys.
You get to choose which one he's pointing that at.
Let's say he's pointing to you, Magdai, as you're technically the first engager.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
You see the fuse start sparkling as it slowly starts traveling down. Well, actually, surprisingly quickly. Okay, roll.
He's gonna miss.
16.
Actually, he hit. My armor class is only a 14.
You're a loud shot as you see this golden cannonball sparkling through the air as it directly hits you for much damage.
Captain shouts out, "No, Magdai!"
Oh, Magdai! No! I'm gonna.
What's the damage on that?
Okay. How much a cannonball should do?
Cannonball does a d6.
Okay. A 1d6?
No, 2d6. So it's a d12.
Because it's a special type, I'm gonna actually add one extra dice to it.
Okay.
Makes it a little more vicious. 15 damage.
Wah! 15.
Yeah, you get slammed with this golden cannonball and you get thrown to the wall.
How far away?
I die.
Oof. I'm fine. And is the cannonball still there?
It slightly falls apart into just gold coins and gems in your lap.
The rest of them are going to keep him busy. I'm going to go be looking for something or someone in this room.
Is this really all you have?
Next up.
How far away is this golden boss?
Well, from the distance right now, you're about 15 feet away.
Oh yeah, he's perfectly within range.
Oh, I hate it when you do that. I hate it.
I am going to roll to hit.
Mhm.
So
I'm chill. I'm chill with a big grin on my face.
oh,
Especially
I
considering-
missed it. I missed.
You
I rolled a
attempt
total
to.
of 4.
You
Yeah.
attempt to miss. He sidesteps you.
Ah, try a little harder than that. I've seen peasants hit hard. Well, you didn't even hit. At least peasants would actually land a hit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, uh-oh. Don't
You
make-
have peasants that hit harder than that.
Oh.
The hair on her head starts turning into snake-like eels.
Yay!
And you hear this from Badura as she's moving away. Don't make her angry. You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
How big is this room?
The room entirely is probably a good. It's
How
pretty
tall
large.
is the room?
The tall?
Yeah, how tall is the room?
Pretty tall.
Yeah.
It's about, let's say, 60 feet up.
And how tall is this guy?
Definitely taller than a normal human. About, let's say,
Is he
17.
Magpie's height?
He's above. He's like 2 Magdies tall.
So about 14 feet tall.
Yeah, he's about 14. Bigger if you big.
Oh no! What did you do?
You see, Magdai, you can see a glint in Bernira's eyes.
Oh yes.
She starts to grow.
Oh no! Roll me a Constitution, boy.
Why am I rolling a Constitution?
Just roll it.
Uh-oh.
Dice does not like me right now. I have a 6.
Oh yeah!
Oh no.
Snake eyes, boy. As you attempt to, all of a sudden you feel this cold stare again, and you see tendrils slowly enveloping you for a second, bringing you back down to normal size.
Oh no. You're not gonna be able to pull your old tricks. You're gonna be on a fair playing field with everyone else.
You cheatsy little bastard. Fine. You want a level playing field? We'll have a level playing field.
Can you
But you're
cast
not gonna like it.
Can you cast I wish you could cast like reduce on him because he is taller than everybody else.
I know, right? Two can play this game.
Yeah,
Two
can play
guys, this guy, be gone.
She's about to. She's about to.
Okay.
Let's see.
Jeez.
Mr. Goldie Man needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Toxic.
Very toxic.
Yeah.
Technically, he's toxic too, so.
Yeah.
Okay. He rolled a 26 and.
Ah,
Okay.
fucking hell.
Too slow.
No. Hold on. He's still gonna take damage.
Oh yeah, he takes half damage, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's. So he takes 6 fire damage
As you blast him with
with
fire.
burning hands.
Yeah. You blast him. This little smoke kicks up. You see a coin or two fall off. He's still standing. Pretty well, actually.
A coin or 2 fell off?
Well, the coins were constantly falling off and then being put back on him, so. You only really knocked the coin that was already falling off.
Interesting.
Try a little harder. You can't get through my, well, golden body. I'm literally gilded in gold.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Why would you do that?
What just happened?
What happened?
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, won't worry about it.
What other tricks do you have up your sleeves? My master thought of everything.
Apparently, your master has not thought about me and my will to get revenge on just about any insignificant thing, including you.
That's what you think.
Oh dear.
Do you not think he's literally predicting every step?
Hey, while this particular interchange is going on, my character is doing a really hard perception or investigation around the room.
Okay. You're gonna roll.
Yes, I'm gonna roll.
Roll, 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 roll!
That is a 16.
You look around. What are you looking for, Pacific?
Oh, something that might look like a girl shape.
A what shape?
Girl,
Girl.
according to the myth.
Ah. Never looked through it far enough. Anyways. You look around desperately. The best thing you find is a conveniently shaped candelabra. I beg you, words. You get the point. Candle
Yes.
thing. Quickly, the convenient shaped candle thing.
The conveniently shaped candle thing.
Has a very rough shape of what you're looking for.
Okay. Thank you. She's running over to it currently.
Meanwhile, who else wants to try and give this thing a smack?
I'll go next.
Go for it.
I would like to. So the room has like piles of lucre in it, right? As in gold
Yes, and gems,
Sure. and whatnot.
just treasures in general.
Sundries, sundry wealth. I would like to use my bonus action as a cunning action to try to like hide. So basically, Osteron's trying to make use of like the chaos to get.
There's also 4 pillars at the end of each room,
Oh.
so you can also hide behind those.
Perfect. I'll hide behind a pillar. So he'll like slink behind a pillar. So I'll roll, I guess, a stealth check. 'Cause I'm trying to hide from the hide to do it. Basically to set up for a sneak attack.
Roll, 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 roll.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 18.
You slink away without him looking, as he's mainly looking at everyone else.
Okay. And then I will like just with a moment of opportunity, I'm gonna come out from around the pillar and attempt to like jab him in the back with my rapier.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can I claim advantage for attacking from being hidden?
Yeah, you can take advantage.
Root. Oh. I rolled a 23 to hit.
You do hit.
Rock on. Let's see here. So I did a total of 18 damage with my sneak attack as well.
As you go for a stab with your 8 damage, go for a hit. The Rapier gets kind of hits some coin. You dent a coin or two as it falls off. And
Okay.
you see 2 more coins take the place of those 2 lost ones. And you just hear a
Who's attacking my back? Ah! You! Did you think you're clever?
How's this for playing fair?
Doesn't matter. Try all your feeble attempts to break me. None of you will hit hard enough.
The captain is at this point when his back's turned to him. So I'm assuming he's looking at Astrum. He's using that as an opportunity of a distraction.
Oh yeah, as he's
Captain
turned away,
is
you also
going
see
to-
his.
The captain
Yeah.
is going to fire off a shot around the creature, the boss,
Mhm.
at the swinging log on the ceiling.
Okay. Aim. Don't miss.
Yep.
Rhaenyra has an idea.
That is a 28.
You
Damn.
you hit the thing holding the log. It goes swinging. And
Ah, what's that? Ah!
as he gets hit, and you see gold coins go everywhere as he backs up a little bit, and you see a little crack into his body.
You! Little! Ah!
Of course
The
he's
captain-
little.
The captain
Hey,
says.
that's how he get
I may-
away.
the captain says, "I may be little, but I have a heart full of gold, and I'm going to take you down. For me,
A lot of confidence. Impressive.
he's already loading his next shot into his blunderbuss.
But don't you know, Captain? Your friends are just holding you down. Don't you want these riches?
Don't believe him.
The captain says, "My friends are worth more than all the gold in this room."
So you think for now. But just like me, you'll find out.
The captain just takes off his cloak, throws it to the side, and you see like gold coins just like flying as he's like now like muscle like upper half exposed, and he just like cocks his gun and says, "Let's play."
Brave one. Then go ahead.
Okay, is there anyone else before it gets his turn again?
Nope.
Well, Rhaenyra has been studying like the whole of the room since he's been like just yammering on.
Yeah. You have noticed the log thing. It already hit him really hard.
Yeah, she noticed that part, but something else that she's noticed, and I don't think he's prepared for this.
Oh dear. But before then, his turn.
Yep.
He's gonna immediately throw out the big guns. He goes,
I'm surprised I have to do this already. But none of you are ready for this one.
as he lifts his hand, and you see him, gold and gems, all that stuff, slowly start floating around him and being shoved into the cannon. And as you do see this, the cannon starts glowing with energy. And you see the gold and stuff fade away inside, just being golden light. And he goes,
If you won't join the riches, then become the riches.
Move!
As all of a sudden a large golden beam fires out.
You still have the voice thingy on?
Oh,
you didn't hear that.
Yes, we did.
Large golden beam. You have to dodge.
What do we just dodge out of the way, or do we hit the roll?
You're gonna have to roll
dexterity
against him.
saving throws.
Yes.
So who is he aiming this at?
Here's the thing about the golden beam. It is a type of AoE. It's a sweeping attack. When he fires the beam, he's slowly turning it so it starts going towards everybody.
Okay, so we all need to make a dexterity
Like
saving
everyone
throw, is
in
what you
front of
say.
him must dodge. Huh?
Are
Yeah,
we
you-
rolling a dexterity saving throw, or are we rolling? What are we doing?
A dex saving.
Okay, well then I should be fine because I just rolled a 19 total.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
you make
guys,
yourself.
but the captain may have botched his roll.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna show you what he rolled.
What do you roll?
He rolled a 2, didn't he?
Yep.
No.
I rolled a
Captain.
22.
I had a
dodged.
17.
Everyone dodges but Captain. Captain was not ready for Golden Beam. As he's also sees his beam come out, he's not ready for how quickly it starts moving because he thinks it's missed him. He's standing there confident, it's like, ha, you missed. Oh wait, no. As he sees the beam, stays and starts turning towards him.
And the captain says, "Oh, crumbs."
You try to jump back, but it gets your arm. As you feel this quick searing pain for some reason.
Yep.
As
And
you
his-
fall to the ground, as the beam goes overhead, as your arm is completely made of gold. Captain! Britland
Cap-
shouts.
The captain's kind of like crawling on the floor, like out of way of the battle.
Oh no. That's not good.
He's crawling towards his cloak.
What is it? What's the problem, Captain? You don't want to become the riches that you love so much? Look at me! I'm perfectly fine!
Are you sure about that?
Hmm?
He looks over to you.
She's almost to the candle-like thing that I was looking for.
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Running away.
Is it running or looking?
I think I've just about figured this whole situation out.
What would that be, Sea Hag?
I'm not a sea hag, fool. I'm a sea queen. Big difference. But what I have figured out here is you. She stands up and she plants her trident in the floor. You are pathetic, insignificant, and weak. You allowed yourself to become consumed by gold. Gold which only has momentary value in the world. Your life is worth more. Your feelings, your emotions are worth more. And yet you stand here on the precipice of gold and jewels and gems. Look at how disgusting you are. How weak and insignificant you become. How long have you laid here in this disgusting filth of yours and wallowed in your own self-pity? It's quite frankly disgusting.
That's big talk for someone that walked away from their own people.
I grew mad in my own indulgence. I admit that. And I have forgiven myself for that. My people have forgiven me for that. But has anyone forgave you? Or have you forgiven yourself, Midas? You haven't, have you? You haven't. Otherwise, the gold will just fall off you. It's
Silence,
disgusting.
fool!
Silence me then.
Just silence you!
Sizzle aiming his cannon at you again.
Well, he might be
captain-
aiming, but it's her turn, so...
Yeah, he can't do anything. It's just more for action.
Can I interrupt if you like as he's about to fire? Like he's,
Well,
I
no,
can-
it's
okay, I didn't know.
it's Bernura's turn.
Got it. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, you know
So,
what you can do.
how...
Yep.
So, she just dodged the beam. She didn't move farther away from him.
Yeah, you just kind of ducked under it or jumped over it.
She's
notice
gonna,
the-
she's
the
gonna
walls-
walk
yeah.
up to him within range. Like, within touching range.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts, doesn't it, Midas? Living this life surrounded by constant gold, never being able to see your kin again because you're trapped here, have been for so long.
It's everything I wanted.
Is it? Look inside yourself, Midas. Is this really what you wanted? You have no family. You have no friends. You are by yourself in this vault. In a vault that was locked to keep you here. Is this really what you truly wanted out of life?
My
Absolutely,
master,
100%.
he told me anything I ever wanted could be mine.
Again, Midas, look around you. Where are you? You have all this, but you have nothing else. No one can live on just one thing alone. Can they?
It's everything that I strive for.
You wanted your family. You wanted your kin. But where are they, Midas? Where are they?
I can't get up.
I'm gonna make him roll, and you can roll to assist him.
Okay.
Cool.
He's gonna roll a Constitution with disadvantage.
I rolled a 15 to assist.
Okay. Okay, he's gonna roll 2 times with disadvantage, so he gets the lowest number. That would be a 13.
So 13 plus her 15?
Yeah, I think so.
That's 28.
You manage to assist him as you see dark tentacles attempting to wrap around him, but failing as gold starts rapidly falling off of him.
She wraps her arms around him, like pulling him into a hug. I forgive you, Midas. I forgive you and all your trespasses.
What is this feeling?
It's called remorse.
I just wanted what was best.
Sometimes what is best is not always best. Sometimes you have to let things take their own course and not alter them.
That thing, it promised me so much.
Promises are just that. Promises, not guarantees.
It promised me. It promised others.
But look around you, Midas. He may have promised all this, but you've got nothing else. You have no family. You have no brothers or sisters, daughters, sons. You're alone in this room with 4 unknown strangers. What has that got you? It's got you nothing. Family means more than gold, than riches. For if you are a man alone in your riches, then you are alone in the world. Is that the life you wanted? Did you want to share your wealth with your friends and family? You can't do that if you're alone, now can you? Let go. Shun the riches. Shun the madness.
Only if I seen this long before. That's been years ago.
Let go, Midas. I let go of my hatred and returned to my people. The captain here showed me a better way, showed me an easier way. The same can be done for you. Just let go. Let go of your madness, let go of your hatred, let go of your greed.
Sorry to interrupt, but Bernira, your roleplay is amazing and perfect.
It's
right now.
really good.
I'm already granting you a moment of inspiration,
Yay!
and I spent my
you.
800 points.
I hope I'm complimenting it desperately here.
You are, and as this particular exchange is going on, Magdi has come closer to the candlelight thing. Is it his daughter?
It bears semblance, but it's hard to tell if your brain's just desperately trying to make shapes or it's true.
What do I roll in order to make it true?
You make it say in such a way where it's more willing it to be so. If that's so,
If I would throw story points at it, I would.
then obviously, roll me. Sounds a little weird. Roll me a Constitution.
You got it. That is an 18.
Very nice.
You will it. You look at the camera so hard, you physically see the shapes correct themselves. It is no longer just a conveniently shaped object. You willed it to be what it is.
She picks it up and she puts it in sight of Midas.
Is that? What? What happened? No. The thing you promised me, and I should have known. No.
The gold
Breathe deep.
rapidly falls off the thing.
Breathe deep, Midas. Breathe
The,
deep.
the only thing left on its body is that golden helmet obstructing its face. You see this darkened, almost shriveled form of a person. Now
Rhaenyra-
just on their knees.
Rhaenyra takes the tip of her trident and lifts the helmet off his head.
You see what probably was once before a person, but now darkened, shriveled, and only what they used to be.
Now I bet you feel a lot better without that gold weighing you down.
I'm not sure if I should be using the voice changer now, because the helmet's off.
That's up to you, dear heart.
Yep. Unless you want to continue speaking in a hollow voice. Because he is a shell of what he used to be.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was like not to have it all on. All that gold.
The only 3 extra things on him now is, well, that gold cannon, an amulet thing, and that bomb that you only see in the image because he didn't get to use it. I blame you guys.
He reaches out and she puts a finger on his forehead.
He looks up.
Allow me to share what I've learned with you. As she surges her own memories into his mind.
Like
The
what?
day she turned into a sea hag. The life she lived as a monster, hunting people, killing innocents. And then the day she met the captain, and how he saved her from madness. And then slowly over time, she started to change. She's showing him every memory of what the captain and the crew as friends that she went through from her point of view that restored her back to being a sea queen.
Why are you showing me this?
Look around you, Midas. She points to the captain.
Who has now come up carrying his cloak, kind of putting it over his shoulder, and he kind of wraps it around Midas, even though Midas is a little bit larger than he is. It's kind of awkward, but like the scene, basically, he says, is he kind of lays like his golden hand on Midas's like non-golden hand and glove, and says,
Yeah, the gloves are still on.
Yeah, he says, even though we may have our moments, I believe there's a truer moment with friends.
This crew, this ragtag band of misfits, have become my other family. I consider the captain to be a father figure of sorts. I mean, hell, he even stopped me from drinking my sorrows away and drowning myself in alcohol.
I'm sorry, Captain. I tried to convert you to that wicked side. Judging now, I would not.
Why don't you let go of those things in your hands? Drop the weight.
The things it's made me,
Just
all as gifts.
let them go.
Only thing I use now is gloves.
Let go of the bomb, let go of the cannon.
It still feels as a waste to discard them, but it feels
I need to turn your
correct.
volume up because I can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh no! He
I
let
literally
goes of.
cannot hear you. I
Sorry, I was
cannot hear.
getting really
I cannot
soft
hear
because I was
the.
trying to make him not as booming as he usually is.
Yeah, I can barely hear
Yeah.
you.
He lets go of the bomb, and he lets go of the cannon. Only thing left is the amulet.
Take the amulet off as well.
I can't believe
Let
it
go of
blindly
all of it.
use riches. All these things do is hurt.
Just let go. Let go of all of it. Free yourself from the pain.
He removes the amulet and looks at it real hard before putting it down onto the ground.
Now, come
What
with me.
what does this have the effect on the statue that I've placed in front of him? Does it change?
Well, you're not looking at it until you do. It seems different.
Different how?
You're giving me a real big problem here.
What? It's a part of the myth, which you didn't
I did
finish
not
reading.
know. I did not know. I barely remembered the myth, let alone utilizing it to a full extent.
Actually, you've used it very well to its fullest extent. This is just the other half of it, dear heart.
Just the half I don't remember. But it does seem to be slowly changing, but also seems to still be stagnated.
I'm standing next to this statue, and I lean down and go, "Come to life, Marigold."
It slowly starts shifting. You see, trying to move. Now, before we get to the part where I have to deal with that,
What?
because I will not be able to.
Do I need to send you this particular myth to you?
mm,
I will.
Either way, before things get too complicated, I'm going to make things more complicated. As everyone is sitting here, all the gold all around starts slowly fading away, but the statue remains. As tendrils start appearing around the edges of the room. No. No, no! You can't. You can't be serious. I gave you a mission, and you failed.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Only one thing remains, Midas. Forgive yourself.
How am I supposed to do that? I've done so much.
You can forgive yourself the same way I did. Promise yourself you will never let those bad things happen ever again. Follow the path of greatest resistance and triumph. Stand on your own 2 feet, Midas. Not with the help of someone else, but your own 2 feet. You're stronger than this.
I guess you're right.
Don't listen to them. I could give
No.
you anything. I can
Anything?
bring your
Really?
kingdom back. I can bring your children back. I can do anything.
And
You
why
know
haven't
this.
you done it? Disembodied Shadow, why haven't you done it? How long has he been sealed away in this vault?
Only
How
for
long
a
have you
short
been-
time.
Really? Because according to Z, this vault has been shut for nearly 1,000,000 years or so. Isn't that right, Z?
Yes, that is correct.
So if it's been closed for 1,000,000 years, you failed your promise, Shadow.
I placed them here with my own hands. And it's nothing for you to be concerned about.
Midas, cast him off. He's useless. That Shadow is pathetic. Not like you. You were once a king. Reclaim yourself.
King Midas staggers up.
I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. Be gone.
You can't banish me! You know what power lies.
Even so, I cast you off. I'm no longer attaching myself to you.
Fine! Play that game. You take one of mine, I take one of yours. I'll have to sweeten the deal.
As tendrils wrap around that statue you're standing next to, Magdi.
Oh no, he's not. She grabs that statue and she's gonna give it an almighty yank.
Attempt. Roll.
Roll of
strength.
strength.
Oh yes.
Mama.
Okay, now let me ask you: is this a pure strength roll, or am I rolling athletics? Just putting that out there.
I would personally think it's a sheer strength roll because
Yeah.
it's a
Your
battle
elbows.
of push and pull.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just went and looked under athletics, and that's has to do with climbing or swimming or whatever.
Jumping. No, jumping is acrobatics.
No, but it could help with athletics. I was just looking at that.
Roll. Good luck.
That is a 17.
You succeed-ish, mostly, yeah. You pull and pull against this thing. I'm actually gonna make it roll because I want to see how that goes.
It's gonna fail.
It's got a 20.
Ah,
Ooh.
damn.
So I'm oof.
Oh come on!
It happens. Remember, it is just a statue made of wax.
No, it's a statue made of gold, and it's his daughter.
The thing pulls really hard against you, and you feel yourself getting sucked in with the statue.
I'm not letting go of this thing.
It starts like it's basically a black hole in the floor as it starts being drawn in, and you start being drawn in after it.
You're
And everyone
really...
sees you this happening.
And I'm saying this to the echoing voice. You're really going to take his daughter in front of him?
Anything is at play.
Anything?
I
know,
can be generous as far as I can be cruel. Don't test me.
I think I already am.
this voice reminds me of a certain someone. I think I read a story somewhere about
His name is
another
Azarek,
world.
yes. Sorry.
No, not Asurek. I read a story about a tale from a world beyond. What's that being's name that lived in the darkness and would do things for people when it was necessary? I forgot the name of that individual in the story, but you sound just like him. A
Have
right
you-
pain in the ass.
No need to compare. I am way worse than any story.
Really? Because
And
right
my
now you're pretty
goals,
pathetic.
my goals are above anyone's understandings. My goals are only for the better. And if you can't understand that,
What is better when you hurt people? Is it really better to just simply harm someone?
one person compared to everyone else. Some deeds are harder than others. And
But
if
who
I
are
have
you
to
to
take
make
your
that
pieces-
judgment? Who are you to make that judgment? I ask you,
You dare
who
ask
are
me this
you?
question?
Yes, I do dare. As a matter of fact, I dare you to show your ugly self.
I am everything but nothing. I am a paradox in itself.
She starts doing the whole like cleaning her nails bit. Sounds
Oh,
more to
nice. Yeah.
me.
Yep, I got it.
Sounds more to me like you're more nothing than anything. Are you too scared to manifest yourself into a physical being?
I am the god of.
Really? Then a
I am-
god shouldn't be scared to manifest
I
himself
am the
in front of a sea
god.
queen.
I am the god of the lullaby. I am guarding you from something you cannot understand.
Really? Guarding us? That seems quite frightful when you're taking away someone's daughter.
The ceiling starts getting darker and darker.
I've still got a hold of this daughter.
If you really wanted to protect us from something or other, you would be giving us what we need, not acting like a brat and taking someone else's daughter away from them when they're not even alive right now.
We've
How
repeated
shameful.
this millions of times.
And I'll repeat it a million times more. You're pretty pathetic right now. It's honestly disgusting.
That's what you said before. And before again.
I'll now
But
keep
then-
repeating it over and over until you learn your lesson.
But
You
then,
can't
as
be
always, you realize at the last moment that you're in over your head. How many times do I have to get rid of you for you to keep coming back?
Maybe us coming back is the point.
Fine. Take your darn peace. But just as a reminder, you will not be able to continue much further.
I
If
will
you keep
press
trying to take
on.
my pieces, I will take all of you.
As the tentacles throw out the statue with Magdi with, aka you just kind of fly
Yep.
onto the ground.
Gods and their pretentious nature.
The ceiling goes back to not being dark as hell. And you guys haven't noticed yet, but that starlight glint is still in that golden helmet Midas was wearing.
Rhaenyra walks over and grabs the glinty thing and
You try to
tries to
pull
rip
it-
it out. She tries to rip it out of the helmet.
all of a sudden, as you do that, all of a sudden you hear a little click as it flies out and flies right into Z's face. Oh, yeah. He looks up, and now he's got 2 eyes.
There. That's been fully restored.
Well, not yet. He does have more eyes.
1 down, 4 more to go.
But 2 eyes have been fully restored. So,
Yes.
that's what's worth it. Now let's find that tool.
So the statue is it now fully? I said to the myth.
Now I have to read in and look what you did to me. You're big.
What?
And while he's reading that, Brunira is going to pick Midas up off the floor because he's kind of still standing there, and she's going to carry him outside.
Okay.
Come on, you need some outside time and a breath of fresh air.
Z looks around and goes, "Oh, it's there." Points to the tool.
You guys can grab the tool. I'm taking King Midas' butt outside.
It's, you see a large drill with a little sharp bit at the end of it. Little glowy sharp bit. Huh. Well, there it is. That was a lot.
Indeed.
It's got a little crank on it, a little handle. It's cute.
The captain's
We
gonna
got
take
part 1.
Captain's gonna take his cloak, wrap it around it, and kind of like pick it up, but like it's too heavy for him to pick up. So he's just gonna wrap his cloak around it because he knows touching things is a bad idea in this place.
Captain, your arm, it's still kind of gold.
I am well aware, Britland.
You kind of look like that carving.
That's enough, Britland.
Oh, okay, sorry, Captain. Anyways, I'll get my comeuppance anyways.
He kind of like is trying to like drag this drill like out. Like
I'll pick it up,
this cloak.
Captain. He says, "Well, picking up the big drill."
Thank you.
What about you, Magdi?
Well, I've got her, and she gently picks up this statue of the daughter and kind of hefts it outside.
I wonder how heavy that is.
Heavy.
I imagine that was a lot of strength to try and pull against that thing.
I wasn't going to let him have this child.
There. Is this
And
thing?
I look over at Z and I do an eyebrow raise.
What is it?
Did we do the right thing?
Well, with these 2 eyes, I can see a little further. And all I can tell you is, as it seems, sailing high for now.
Good. I don't want to see any families be broken apart because of him.
Whatever that thing is.
Yes.
Even when I had my 6 eyes, I never got to see the end of that story.
What was
Would
his
you
na-
like to? Would you like to come with us? To be with us.
You're talking to
this
Z,
story.
right?
Yeah, talking to Z.
Well,
Or do you have to stay here?
well, as far as I could predict, and maybe as far as you've seen through that pond, maybe I could accompany to at least ensure the ease of the eyes getting back to me without being intercepted. It seems as once you free the eyes, they fly back to me, but nothing says that thing could grab them back before they get back to me, correct?
Correct.
I still can't remember what his name is from the other game.
Other than what we've been calling him, which is Z.
No. The
I'm talking about dark matter.
disembodied shadow voice.
Yes. I was thinking
No,
Dark
about
matter. That's it.
Yep.
He reminded Brunira of dark matter from a storybook she read.
Well, dark matter is a lot more lighter than this thing.
Yeah, but he's still a pain in the ass.
All pain
Yes.
in the ass, yeah. But Z walks forward and goes, "I guess I could accompany you on your adventures,
Captain,
but until I get more of my abilities, I'm not sure how much of a use I can be. I never sailed before either.
The captain walks up
Yeah, it
to.
takes some getting used to, but
Are
let
they
me
still
say
inside
this.
the
No,
vault?
no,
Yeah.
we're walking out of the chamber.
Okay, well, Brunira is already outside with Midas.
Mm.
The captain's gonna join you and Midas, Rhaenyra.
Well, first, before we go, then we should probably send and Midas and, well, his daughter,
Marigold.
yes, back home
Yes.
where they came from. Are you sure I can do that?
She's still carrying Midas, like holding him. Well, Midas, take a deep breath. Get some fresh air in your lung.
It's hard to breathe under that helmet. I've wore it for so long. Is that what this place looks like outside of the vault?
Pretty much.
I forgot what outside kind of looks like. Either I was in the vault or I was in that void the thing gave me.
Well, this is the world that you were locked away from. It's always dark here for some weird reason, but that's besides the point. Here, let me show you something I bet you've never seen before. She kind of, like, sets him down on the shoreline of the lake.
What are you doing?
She puts her hand in the water and coaxes one of the rainbow fish to come to her.
It comes out in flash
Oh.
colors.
Oh.
Is it supposed to do that?
This is one of the many species of fish that live in this lake. If you look at their scales in the moonlight, they shimmer rainbow colors.
That is nice.
Just think, there's many things here that you've not seen before. And she tries to get one. She starts sticking her tongue out at the water to try to coax one of the eels.
When the eels pop up and just give a little tongue thing before going back in the water.
Did you see that, Midas? There are many creatures that live here. Creatures you could be friends with. And
Yes.
that itself is worth more than gold.
This is the wrong voice changer. Fuck.
Whoops.
Nice.
So sometimes you go for the wrong voice.
No,
I had to
Midas.
press 3, not 2.
I bet you want to go home now, don't you?
Yes, I haven't been there.
Speak a little louder, I can't hear you.
I've not been there in a long, long time.
Z, how do we get him home? And
Well,
back to being human-ish.
well, there's. Let me think. Ah, yes. There's one extra thing about the Pond of Truth I neglected to mention.
Oh?
Due to its properties, it also works miracles on healing and curing curses, usually. Not all curses, not all problems. But it has been known to clear certain illnesses.
Alright. To the pond, then. And she scoops Midas back up again.
To the pond.
Also,
Sorry.
direct them to take that statue as well. To it.
Oh, yes, I'm taking. Who knew?
As everyone gets
Gold.
to the pond.
Who knew that gold?
It's
Wait so
heavy.
much. Yes, it's heavy.
Magda having a hard time.
Just a little bit.
How about we trade, then?
Oh yes.
She grows back up to her 20-foot size.
Yep.
It just picks the statue up with both hands. You carry this. She hands you Midas.
Yep. I look at Midas, look at King Midas, and go. I think you're going to be all right.
You might want to keep up because Bernira at this size, she
Oh no,
walks
no,
pretty
she
fast.
at this point, she is. She's
Anyways, you guys get to the pond.
hmm
Now just don't throw them in, but put them in.
She lowers the statue into the water.
and Magni puts
Midas.
Midas. Thank you, Brain. Come on.
As that happens, you see the water turn a mixture of gold and a charred black as the thing flashes a large amount of light. That's really bright. Ow! I don't even have eyes.
You don't have eyes.
It's bright.
Yes, I know it's bright.
I can tell when things are bright.
Well, bright makes right.
After the flash
Thank you.
subsides, there they are. King Midas walks out and goes, "What?
Dear, someone get him some clothes. He's naked.
Oh, ah!"
She turns her head away.
The captain
And-
tosses
and-
his
and
cloak
Magni-
to-
Yeah, Magni just kind of does this.
As he says, "Give me a second." As he snaps his fingers and two little star things come out of nowhere holding a cloth. It wraps around him. Much better. Oh.
There we go. I forgot that he was wearing all that gold as armor. And yeah.
Wasn't much to see until, the goal was removed.
Exactly. Until there was much to see.
Well,
Not that I'm not saying it's not impressive, mind you, but yeah.
damn.
Let's keep that a little bit.
I will.
Really, Rhaenyra?
Hey,
Really? In front of us?
I haven't seen one of those in a long time, alright?
Fair.
Jesus. Well,
Sorry, I had to.
I have to thank you all for saving me and my daughter. I'm not doing the daughter. You can't make me. I'm not ready.
He just shines
Cool.
silently.
Yeah,
The Marigold kind of smiles.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you. Kind of smiles and looks at everybody. Thank you for saving my father. She leans over and kisses him on the cheek.
Yay!
Saving you both was the priority.
She walks up to you, Bernero. I heard what you said to my father. Thank you. And she immediately hug around your middle.
Yay!
Well, I'm 20 feet tall, so
Hug
she's
the
got to
leg.
hug my
Hug
leg.
the leg.
Okay, so it's around your knees. So what?
just like a tentacle part of jelly part of the dress.
Well, thank you all for saving us from that thing. And Z says, well, if you're all ready to go, if you two are ready to go, then I will open the portal now. Wait, before we go, I do have to warn you. There are other followers from that thing.
And we will rescue them all.
If we have to.
Yes. I'm not sure about at least the last one, but that thing, it rambles. It rambles constantly, and I think I've met its minions before, at least two of them.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, a rambling god with a superiority complex. Let's deal with that.
Oh, yes, let's.
I have to warn you about at least one of its minions. I think the one you'll meet next. It doesn't resemble a human anymore. So I'm not sure how far gone it truly is.
We'll cross that bridge and walk down that road when we come to it.
Well, okay. It's time for us to go. We're ready.
Well,
Okay,
first
then.
off, we need to get these two back to where they belong. Back to their world.
Zeals, I'm on it. Just walk through the portal. And the portal
And-
opens up. And it
and-
kind of looks like a, one of those, like, whatever. I mean, it's a constellation almost. But yeah, go. Let's talk.
Marigold again looks at everybody, smiles. Come on, Dad. We need to go home.
Yes.
It's been a long time since we've left our kingdom.
Yes, let's go. As they both walk through the portal and it closes.
Captain waves as the portal closes.
Bye. Have fun storming the castle. Do you think it'll work? It'll take a miracle. Goodbye. Sorry, I had to.
Well, that happened well.
What? What
Well,
money?
$100 taxes?
I thought I gave that to you.
No.
Did we put it? We put it in the envelope, didn't we?
It was supposed to be put up in my jewelry box for taxes.
Oh, it's in that basket buried under the box. It's in the very bottom of the basket.
Yes, the story is at the very bottom of the basket.
Well,
there it is. I found it.
Put money up to pay for the land taxes.
And
so-
I know. I was
Making a joke.
making a joke about what you were saying.
Well, Z looks over at everybody. You have done well today. Impressive, really.
Yes.
Well, you really.
Rhaenyra shrinks back down to her normal size.
Z looks to Bernier and goes, I am more than impressed, but not surprised you stood up to that thing.
I've had my fair shares of dealing with overzealous gods. As she kind of looks over at Magdi.
We both kind of give each other the look.
Yes, Yes, but something about that thing still irks me. If it was just a god, it wouldn't be, so foretold in our stories.
Well,
We
there
don't
are different.
foretell what gods do, usually.
Well, there are different gods for different things, and sometimes they play a role in stories, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they force themselves into stories where they don't belong.
I'm just so glad that I remembered the story that King Midas was from. It's been so long
Yes.
since I've actually read that.
Perhaps
We're
we
all
could
of
we could find a book sometime later and catch up on it.
Oh, yes. We need to find a library.
I thought that story was fiction.
No.
Now, there's one thing left that I need to do before we continue on.
And what is that?
She sidles up to Z.
What is it?
For someone who can peer into the future and the past at the same time, you were pretty brave yourself. And she plants a kiss on his cheek.
Oh!
Oh.
Ah!
She doesn't do that very often.
No, she doesn't.
You look at his face and you see two little, what looks like little galaxies and a red color just form on his cheek areas.
Ah, he's blushing!
Yes, we have achieved blushage.
We have achieved!
We're galactic blushing, too.
They go away a few seconds later, though, after he realizes everyone's looking at him.
Everybody's looking at him, but Magdi is not looking at him. She's being kind of sitting there being thoughtful.
Well, anyways, we should probably get going. That thing will not wait forever for us to complete our mission.
No, it will not. No, he will not. But I'm kind of curious that he said that we have done this many, many times before, and he's tried to get rid of us.
It is irking. At first, it sounded like it was just talking about how, well, Bernina was repeating herself, but it worded it in such a way.
Yes. I have a thing, a journal that I write down all my thoughts. Let me write this down in this, so then we can remember what he said. And she
Yes.
pulls this is a walk and talk. As we're walking back to the ship, I'm assuming
Yes.
she pulls out a journal, and she takes out like a uh, it's a pencil basically, and she
Yeah.
writes down what she can remember what this entity said.
Yeah. Some weird stuff.
Some weird stuff, yes.
It's that thing irks me. I know it doesn't bother Bernira, but it bothers me.
Why should who's speaking?
Z.
And Magdi looks at Z. Look, I'm the one who hopped into that pool the first time and saw all those horrifying things. But I also saw the good side. All of you were playing cards, and the captain was cheating. Looking over at the captain.
Captain.
The captain was like, he raises his gold hand and says, "I swear I'll never cheat again."
After
Well,
that
this was
experience.
this was a good thing.
I think the reason it sent Midas after us was trying to get King after he responded how he did to the stones. Maybe it paid attention to the King's behavior and was hoping that Midas would be able to swap him to its side.
But
Too
we
bad it seemingly has done the opposite.
prevented that.
Well, we gave a real twist around. It was trying to convert one of ours. Well, guess what? We converted one of its. Haha.
Next time we might maybe not be so lucky.
Yes. Especially if it tries to target one of our other members. Not saying I doubt any of you all, but
Yes.
and that fight could have went really bad if Midas, of course, got a direct hit on, well, the captain.
Agreed.
Might have turned into Marigold.
Yes.
Where is everybody at right now?
We're
they're
walking
walking
and talking back to the ship.
Yeah.
They're
Does
getting-
Captain still have a gold arm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Captain still has the arm.
Question.
Yes.
If the pond is supposed to be able to restore, why hasn't the captain dipped his arm in the pond yet?
Captain looks back at Bernier and says, "As he said, it can't cure every curse."
We just fully restored someone from an entire gold statue. You
The
only
gold
have
was
one gold arm.
The person was already converting back, Z says.
Mm.
It only sped up the process. The golden curse that held that person was already being slowly let go.
Plus, I believe this is a consequence of my actions, and I gladly accept it as a reminder that.
Anyways, it looks pretty cool. Bolton
But he
says.
can't even move the arm.
Well,
Well,
he
as long
can.
as-
No, I
Just
can-
limited.
As long as it doesn't
Use
get
it.
worse either.
It's a kind of very robotic though. It's like having a like thing where your fingers
It's
walk.
li-
and
It's
it's
stiff.
liquid flesh gold.
Like really
Yes.
stiff.
It's like stiff. So like it's hard for him to move it, but he can. Just kind of exerting.
Yeah, he says, "It serves as a reminder of what I could have become and what I don't want to become ever."
Yes. And I'm very happy to see you went through your own trials. Of course, that gold trail was pretty much a trap, and you did follow it. But I will not knock you for it, because you succeeded.
Well, I
Okay.
suppose we have a new weapon now.
And
That
what
was
is
it.
that?
Well, anytime something goes wrong, we need a spare weapon. We could just use the captain. Use his arm to bludgeon someone to death. She laughed a hearty laugh, like
The
almost
captain-
a full
As you
laugh.
guys-
and Magdi kind of looks over at Bernera and goes, "Really?"
The
Tap
captain
tap
just
tap
ra-
tap tap
He
tap.
the captain just
he
raises like a
pauses.
fist.
He goes, actually, that reminds me of something. He outstretches his arm towards the vault, and then eventually you see those 3 items that Midas had, the bomb, the thing, and all that stuff. He goes, I would like to inspect these, actually.
Okay.
It's weird. That thing gave it to them, and it took away everything but these 3 items.
Well, don't. I mean, if they're cursed, don't fiddle with them too much.
Hmm. Well, I'm thinking maybe I can mess with them and turn them to our side, use its own magic against itself.
Well, that's a good idea.
If we can that cannon, this one, was pretty vicious. It did seem like it consumed gold.
Ow! No, it didn't. And it hurt. Oh god.
Yes.
and Magdi, kind of rubs the area where it hurt.
If you guys can technically use this, then you could probably deal with situations a lot better. And Z kind of holds it up to you, Magdi. It's also perfect holding size for you. Not saying you'll use it, of course. Just saying if we need to. He says while loading the 3 items onto the ship. But I have no idea what the other 2 do.
Well, we'll have to just think about it. Come on, we need to get to the next. Where are we going?
Well, first we should probably stop and recruit at Rhett's place.
Oh yeah, so we
Captain-
need
And
we need to introduce Brett to our new friend. Pointing
Yes,
to Z.
I have met him once before.
Before we go, I want to say goodbye to someone.
What would that be?
You see her run off toward the water.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna say goodbye to all of your
Fishy friends, yes.
yep, fishy friends. Yay!
The captain
Is it-
has already started to pull some levers and stuff down below, and you hear
Yeah.
the paddles go.
Lexa goes, "Are we going?"
Yes, Alexo. we are going."
Okay.
Hang on. We've got to
slowly,
make sure everybody's
please.
on the ship before we
Okay.
go.
Z turns.
Osram's on the ship. Yeah.
Z looks at Bernie and goes, those eel things can actually breathe outside of water, correct?
She's already under the surface.
Yeah, she does not hear me.
No, but then again, she always likes to dance to a different song.
Yes,
I
fair.
think it's the Song of the Sea. a
It's the
beautiful
song of the
one.
sea. Yes, thank
Do,
you.
do the fish come out to greet her again?
Yeah, they do. And the eel, one of the eel things, actually, the first one that came up to you, the smaller one, actually comes up to you and gives you a little. There's a little tongue thing, but the tongue actually makes contact with you. It gives you little kisses.
Aw.
I am sorry, my little friends, but I must leave you. I'm going back to my own world. But I'll wish you all well.
The small one nuzzles you a little bit.
She kind of gives it a scratch behind his little ear hole.
He seems to enjoy it.
I think
You
this
get-
is so cute.
She gives it a little peck on the head with a little kiss.
It is this is the closing off of this plane, so it is only fitting.
Meanwhile, as you're giving it a kiss, you hear the horn go.
You hear the paddles slightly shake a little bit as they start rattling to get back to life.
We're
Go
gonna
on
have to
now,
back up.
to you. Go on now, back to your family.
The thing gives you one more nuzzle before going back into one of its little holes.
Goodbye, my little friends. I may see you again one day. And she swims off.
You hear
She's-
Alexa going, "Captain, we can't go forward. We're gonna have to go backwards. It can't turn. It's too tight.
The captain turns the wheel over, and he's gonna do a 3-point turn.
No, Captain, we can't turn. It's too tight."
He
Shh.
puts it back into forward position. He says, he reaches over, pulls a gear forward, and pulls it back, and pushes it forward further. And basically, it's shifting the gear into reverse.
I can drive better than you, and you know it. I read the manual.
She surfaces. Are you two arguing all? Good grief.
Yes, they're always arguing.
He says, "I
Well,
can
they're always
drive.
like-
I've read the manual too, Alexo. Plus, I think it's."
Are you sure? You literally like read 2 pages, and there's 3 manuals.
He's looking at like the pile of manuals that are just like next to him on the floor, like half read, and he's just looking over and he's like, "Yeah, okay, that lever there, flip that switch."
No. That is not the.
While
that is
those
the
two
release-
are arguing over this, Brunera decides to grow to her 20-foot height. She grabs the front end of the ship and starts pulling it around in a circle.
Whoa!
Easy now.
There we go. He says as he shifts it into drive.
I like it how it shifts into driving. You have the little indicator because it's an automatic shift. Zero.
No,
Goes
I'm
right to
assuming
drive.
I'm assuming since this is a steam-powered engine, it's like stick shift, so he has to push like a pedal, pull the lever back.
Oh, yep.
release
That's
the
even
pedal.
funnier. Yep. You have to do 15 million steps before it goes into drive. Yep.
Yep.
Captain, that's the brake button. Turn that off.
He says, "Of course it's the brake button." He looks over at the manual again. Yep, that's
Just
definitely
like-
the brake button. And he says, "But you forgot to turn on the running lights." As he flips the switch and the lights
No.
come on.
It's
No,
like the
no,
little-
that's not. That is not the running lights. Those are the parking
That's
lights.
too advanced.
Brunera is
There's a
sitting here
crappy
doing the
little
whole
light bulb.
face palm thing, listening to this because she can hear it echoing throughout the ship.
Okay, Brunia, get down here before these two tear each other apart. Okay, I'll get the gate key now. Britton says while pulling out the key.
You get the gate key. I'll take care of things from outside here.
Okay.
No, Alexo, that is the left turn signal. Turn that off.
No, you got your lefts and rights mixed up. This is literally the left one.
Oster, I'm
She-
standing at the back of the ship with semaphore flags going like, and then.
Rhaenyra shifts into her mermaid form as 2 big old tentacles come up and grab the keel of the ship, wrapping around the banner, and start pulling it toward the gate.
Britland jumps off the ship onto the gate and goes, "Okay, I'm turning it on and about now." He says, "Well, pulling the trigger, and the gate."
It's on.
Come on, Britland, let's go before these 2 kill each other.
Yep. Gotcha.
And he's just saying, he's saying, "Well, fine. If you want to drive, fine. Be my."
I
my way.
drive the first time. I'll drive again.
I'm going
Bro-
down to
jump on.
cook, and he just walks off, turning around as he
Is
walks
this-
down below deck.
Is this normal for your group?
And I look over and see. Yes, actually, it is.
Very normal, Bastion says.
But is Alexo aware that Rhaenyra is pulling him, that he's not actually driving?
Hey, I'm the driver.
She ignores you and continues pulling.
Whatever.
Says, "We tried driving," says from down below deck, "but you
But-
wouldn't have it."
The,
She
the,
says, as you hear a stew cooking. Like,
damn. The ship starts getting through the portal.
Rhaenyra just pulling it along with her tail.
As he pulls on his cloak a little closer as the sunlight starts making contact with him.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're gonna end.
Wait,
today's
before we end, because we have like a few more minutes anyways. We can't end right away. I have
Oh,
a little
yeah, okay,
thing.
yeah.
As we pull in, and Bernier gets onto the ship and everything, and the pole closes behind us. For one, the Megadon, our little pet here, well, Bernier's pet, friend thing, there it is, greets. But either way, the big thing is that, yes, it's kind of sunny, but it's also kind of cloudy, but hey, it's stormed before. Well, anyways, we should get back to Rhett's place. Yep, here we go.
Yeah, yes, let's get back to Rhett's place.
And as a little teaser, there the camera moves over to the map that Brilton has made and hovers over for the next portal. And we slightly see a faded in figure here, with arms behind their back, looking towards all these large moving things with loud clanking and working noises, and turns to the camera. Now we end.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on Shores of Sorrow, Sapira's Legend. I am your captain, Captain Wilcock, and let me bring our cast back in topside.
Now that is... Things got emotional again.
Why do things get emotional? And thank you, Bernera. Thank
Good
you,
performance.
Lemon. Thank you, Lemon. Yes, I think that's exactly what our friend was trying to go for.
What did they say? I do not see.
They said thanks all. That was a fine redemption arc. Congrats. Best of luck next to against the next minion. It so says Lemon Twist.
Thank you.
Next minion.
So our that was very good, people. And thank you, Mag, for being here, because I don't think I could handle doing another emotional.
Yeah. I'll say you guys knocked yourself a little closer to getting the good path, so thumbs up.
Yay!
You made it a little easier to get to the good ending.
I
The
will
good,
say,
not ending,
when
but
the
yeah.
captain was going after those, I rolled twice on my d20 to see, like, basically his luck level, because I wanted the dice to decide. The dice at first were like, yeah, you're gonna get yourself turned into something. And then when I rolled the dodge, for like, is he gonna, like, survive the dodge? Or is he just gonna stand there like an idiot? I rolled a 20, and I'm like, okay, so that was basically telling, like, him, like, you know, change sides or not. So I let the dice decide.
Alright.
You let the dice decide if he was gonna change heart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
We should probably do our goodbye.
next week will be yet another episode of Realms. It'll be after Thanksgiving, so I wish everyone out there, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, have a good Thanksgiving.
Eat lots of turkey and go gobble.
Yes.
Nom, nom.
Nom 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 nom. So let's now say goodbye to let's go around the table again and say goodbye to
Yes.
everybody, starting with our wonderful Bernera, if you're there.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mag, or Magdarim. I finally got a chance to do the game, which I'm very proud of. This was kind of a heartwarming moment for me, honestly, because I wasn't prepared for Bernera to go full-on psychological, emotional warfare on someone.
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked, surprisingly. Normally, Bernera is a heartless bitch, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna let it go to the big old furry person underneath me in the screen.
Thank you. I am Magdi. I had the emotional last time we played, so
It was
thank
only
you.
fair.
It's only fair. And I'm apparently the only one who actually remembered the myth of Midas and the Golden Touch, which is what this lovely story was, or this lovely session was based on. And I had to remind our DM of what the cure was, apparently.
I never heard that part.
Well, I'm glad I reminded you. I'm played by, Magdi is played by me, Trisha Welsh, and we will now pass it to the snaky person who is our...
Did you call him Snaky? He doesn't look
Snake
snaky.
person. Yes,
Yep.
I am Chris, otherwise known as Spy 3, and I played Osteron, the navigator, sneak attacker, snaker. And then I'll pass it, I guess, to the captain.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Wilcock. Yes, I may have a gold arm, but I've learned my lesson. Don't touch anything that is gold, and not everything that glitters is gold. Your
Yeah.
friends glitter brighter.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
I was played by PA Kanyuse, aka RT Studios. And I believe I'll be passing off that way to our
Nice.
President
friend.
Bonehead.
Yes. The bonehead who led us in this.
It is
adventure.
me, Britlin, also known as Gearbox. I did the session today, and I did all the voice changer bullshit. Oh god. That's hectic as hell. Well, but either way, I hope everyone enjoyed the game. And I hope the viewers enjoyed as well, because that's important too. And I'll see you all next game.
One more thing before we end on the last minute,
Yes.
and this is very important. In terms of a captain, he's very lucky because it is better to have a golden arm than a golden pinky.
That is true.
Dun, dun.
That is
I'm
very
going to
true.
punch you with the said arm. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time among the seas. Till then, be empowered to play. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. See you all next